Hey, we got one. Woo! I have no idea how this game works. I'm probably gonna be absolutely terrible at it. I'm really looking forward to it. I want to see. I want to make this thing work. I want to do this. There's a game I used to play called what do you call it? The King's Dilemma, which was a board game that played in a way that sounds similar to this, where basically you face a bunch of like choices you have to make as a council of nobles, and you're voting against each other, and you're trying to achieve certain hidden objectives in addition to the public objectives. And that game was fucking awesome. I loved it. So yeah, if you are in Twitch chat, literally just type join, exclamation join, because I want to see how this one plays out. Yeah, King's Dilemma is awesome. It's also a legacy game where people can come in and out of it as they want to, like over time. There we go. Nice. All right, we have a Grandy of the South. We've got a Chief of the North. We need one more. We need a Patrician of the Coast. Heyo! And then we can officially start and hopefully get more people as well. Oh, that sounds really cool. Long live the Queen. I'm a big fan. I'm getting more and more enamored of legacy games. Me and my friends have been playing Gloomhaven on Friday nights, and that's a blast. And it's awesome to have a board game that, like, it's definitely different from D&D, obviously, but it has a D&D-like quality to it, where you're adventurers, and there's a campaign, and there's a running story, and you level up and become more powerful, and all that sort of stuff. Because those friends that I play it with don't play D&D. Katie! Oh, Katie is our Aureolin. Aureolin? Aureolin? I'm gonna go with Aureolin for now. Until you correct me. Just need one more person to join. Exclamation join if you happen to be watching. Aureolin. If you happen to be watching and you want to do exclamation point join, you will become a Patrician of the Coast, and we can start the game. I think that's what we're waiting on. Yeah, I can't start the game until we have one more person. And then you all get to make my life as a reigning monarch living hell. I love the art style on this. It's obviously very simple, but it's good. Death to the king, long live the king. Yeah, I heard some stories from people who were testing it over the weekend, and their chat basically just fucking straight up rebelling against them. Forcing them into all these terrible decisions and everything. Hey, Tater Thought. All right, Tater Thought. No explanation, no answers. Just type !join in Twitch chat. And you're going to join the game. Hey, what's up, Danny? How you doing? We got it. We got a patrician of the coast. Okay. Here we go. Oh, we got another noble. Oh, God. They're multiplying. Okay, King of the Castle Primer. Monarch winning. To win, acquire an heir and complete your ambition before the regions complete their schemes. Okay, Monarch schemes. Keep an eye on your region's schemes. If they pass all their steps, they'll win the game. Oh, God. Monarch Defiance. Be careful of the region's Defiance stat. If it gets too high, the regions may rebel against you. Nobles winning. To win, pass all 3 steps of your scheme. Okay, raise your so your scheme might be raise your own military to at least 5 in 3 seasons. Each aim will need you to get stats to certain levels which are affected in votes. Nobles voting. How you vote is up to you, for your region scheme, to stop other schemes, or for the good of the kingdom. Ha 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 ha. Adorable. Nobles rebellious. If your defiance stat is high enough, you can rebel. This pauses your scheme and is risky, especially if you have low military. Oh, Lord. Events. Each season you'll get 3 events to play. Click on one to get started. Where are my events? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay, so I have some map control. I can zoom out, I can zoom in. Okay. My wife. I'm streaming.
Oh, where'd you put my phone?
It's in the bedroom, right where you left it.
Okay, did you do the stuff with Des?
Yep.
Can you mute it for once?
One sec, everybody. Oh, hold on. All right, go to bed. Love you. The queen is here.
Aww.
I'm the king, and everybody in Twitch chat is my nobles who are trying to usurp me and throw me off the throne. This is Ria's game that released over the weekend.
She built
She
it?
was working on. She was one of the people on it.
She's awesome.
Probably the main person. It's probably mostly her.
Is she playing with you?
She is not. I think she just got home. She was at TwitchCon. That was what she was in San Diego for. Okay.
So sad we missed her.
I know, me too. All right, council introduction. Here we go. The Monarch. This is your Monarch, the streamer's character. They'll appear in most stories, but not all. Okay? Love you, sweetheart.
Love you. Good night.
Kingdom stats. These are the kingdom stats. If any of them are 0 at the end of the game, the Monarch will lose the game. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Region stats. These are the region stats. Kingdom stats, and these determine what events are generated. Ha. Okay. Defiance. If defiance is high enough, a region can rebel against the kingdom. This is risky, especially if military is low. Commoners. You freed us nobles. Oh, I wouldn't say freed. More like under new management. You can see a full list of the nobles in your game here. Noble list. Okay. Alright, so we've got 2 patricians, 1 chief, and 1 grandee. All right, this is fantastic. If anybody is watching out there, I need like a timer on this. If you are watching and you want to be one of the nobles in this game, just type in Twitch chat, !join, and you will be one of my nobles, and you can vote on policies, and you can try to totally fuck with my rule. All right. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wintry north, the wealthy coast, and of course, the scorching south. Am I already making choices that affect the game? Introduce yourself to the patricians of the coast. A pleasure, your esteemed highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Noble patrician Tater Thought. Introduce yourself to the chiefs of the north? Good luck in the days ahead, your highness. You'll need it, dealing with us lot. Okay. Introduce yourself to the grandees of the south. May the ninth god bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. Okay. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Okay. I don't think that affected anything. I don't think. The path to victory. Heir and ambition. The monarch must adopt or sire an heir, then complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful but not necessary. Complete your ambition before the schemes or a rebellion usurps you. Okay. I can get a spouse. Spymaster. She's cute. Can she be my spouse? I will spouse her. I will wife her. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Oh no! Those fools couldn't scheme their way out of a paper bag. I do not believe that is true. I believe that you could scheme your way out of a very thick and hardy paper bag, and I am afraid. How can I stop them? To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Dark? Not a fan. Okay, so here I'm picking my goal. As a conqueror, goal military. As the greatest queen who ever lived, authority. As the architect of a new golden age, trade. As a peacekeeper, stability. As the mother of the nation, farming. As a saint, faith. You know what? Do you know what? After almost 3 years now, coming close to 3 years of COVID, I just want stability. I just want to be a peacekeeper. I just want everything to chill the fuck out for a minute. That's what I want. An admirable aim. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Okay. Everything's pretty chill so far. When do you guys start fucking with me? Coronation. Chancellor, Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Why the hurry? To delay any longer would cause the nobles to start getting restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well, then, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Oh, will you? What? But it's my coronation. Let's get this over with then, of course. Let's get this over with then. Shall we call the nobles in? Choices and stats. Certain choices will change stats. Some choices that do so will indicate this change here. Not all choices that change stats have these indicators. You'll also not know what region they affect until after the choice. Voting. These are the upcoming choices. Your nobles will vote on. Each of these may change stats in some way. The monarch has the power to change how the vote is run by using a law. You may use one law per season. Try vetoing one option you dislike from the vote choices above. When the vote opens, nobles vote on which choice they want by using the command vote, followed by the vote letter, i.e. vote A, vote B, vote C, etc. The monarch may close the vote when the timer hits 0 or when 75% of nobles have voted. Okay. I'm going to try vetoing one. I'm going to... okay. No, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna... I'm gonna veto D. We're not doing D, so you have A, B, or C. Can I also mark a preferred choice? No, I can't, can I? Okay, I'm gonna veto D. Absolutely no D in this coronation. Okay, so now council, exclamation, vote A, B, or C. Oh God. The options are host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. B, proceed with a religious ceremony that honors the ninth god. Or C, throw the queen into the river. Thank you, Katie. I guess. I'm gonna let everybody vote if you want to vote, because there is a timer, so I could close the vote, but if you want to vote, go ahead and vote. You have to type vote and then the letter, Danny and Tater Thought. You can't just do exclamation point letter. There we go. Yeah. Tater Thought, you get to do your vote. Exclamation vote and then the letter. How did I know? Okay, here we go. Voting tied at 2. 100% of the nobles voted. Break the tie by selecting one of these options. You know, I'm going for stability. Here we go. Throw the queen into the river. Stat changes. This shows what stats has been changed by this choice and how much. Okay, so stability has gone up to 6. Authority is now down to 4. Wah wah. I can't let any of the stats get to 0, so that's important. It is decided. The queen will be thrown in the river. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. Yeet the queen! When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? End season. Once you've played through your events, you can advance the game by clicking end season. And there's nothing else to do, so I'm going to end season. Boom. Each region will now vote for one of 3 scheme options. Schemes are made up of 3 steps, each requiring the region to change the stats to pass. Passing all 3 scheme steps places the region's successor on the throne, winning the game. God damn it. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Queen Fortinbuff. How are we going to make that happen? Okay, so Chiefs of the North, which is only Katie, you type, I guess, vote A, B, or C. And if anybody else is watching and is not yet in the game, you can type exclamation point join in Twitch chat, and you too can be a noble. Ragnarok. Goal, raise own military. Okay. Oh boy. Good stuff. place their preferred claimant, Selby, on the throne. Chiefs plan to make an alliance with the ice giants to take over the kingdom. First, they must not be weak, or the giants won't take their proposal seriously. To advance their scheme, oh god, the chiefs must raise their military to 5 or more in 3 seasons. You're already military 7. I'm gonna die. The patricians of the coast. Fellow patricians, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Fortinbuff. Hey, what's up, you nuts? Something must be done. Okay, patricians, vote. Go ahead and vote for your goal. Lower stability, raise own trade, or lower authority. We gotta have... I'm not gonna move this forward until we get at least one vote. Danny and Tater thought you're voting on what agenda you want to pursue. There we go. Danny, I'll give you a few more seconds to vote if you want. A, subterfuge, lower stability. B, monopoly, raise own trade. Or C, corruption, lower authority. So you just do vote A, B, or C. Alright, it's unanimous. Voting has closed. What scheme should the patricians monopoly? Raise own trade. Okay. Patricians plan to privatize this entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Your trade is already 6. How do I stop this? Or your trade is already 7. Great. Scheme. The Grandies of the South. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandies of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay. Yunhats and Cap. Commander Bubbles. Go ahead and vote. A, doppelganger. Lowest goal is to have the lowest defiance. B, witch hunt. Have the highest faith. Or C, excommunication. Lower stability. Yunhaths and Commander Bubbles, vote for your preferred agenda. Excommunication? Cool. It's unanimous again. Alright. Voting is closed. The Grandees plan to persuade the Archbishop to excommunicate the Queen. First, they must lower royal credibility. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Successors. Here you can review the region's successors and their schemes. When you have an heir, they will appear on the right of this page. If your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. This vote will be between the 2 regions with the highest stats and your heir if you have one. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have a right to your throne. No doubt the nobles are already scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant. Warning, the monarchy currently has no heir. Okay, end season. A prediction, the honor guard, saint or sinner. Let's go with the honor guard. The honor guard. Now that you are queen, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? Pah! I'd like to see you try. Is it your imagination, or does the marshal stifle a wry chuckle? In any case, she quickly hides it. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Okay. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These gods' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. I mean, northern warriors. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. Okay. Tell me about the no discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honorable, and in a fight, unbeatable. Tell me about the coastal gladiators, a gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? Tell me about the southern battle nuns, terrifying warriors, and they've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety. What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? There's a band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands who call themselves the Battle-Bitten Brethren. Jesus. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will be considered an insult to all the regions. I have made my decisions. Oh. I will take the Southern Nuns. I'll make the arrangements at once. Everybody else's defiance went up to 2, and the South defiance went down to 0. Relying on foreign mercenaries is a good way for the position of queen to get auctioned off. Yup. Warrior nuns does sound gay, Danny. You are correct. I will make the arrangements at once. Battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing before filing into formation behind your throne. Okay. A prediction. Chiefs of the North, Your Majesty, excellent news from beyond the sky. As Your Majesty knows, I'm something of an amateur astronomer. Oh, don't sell yourself short, Katie. I have seen that a solar eclipse is on its way, visible from the north. We must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event. Egad, nay, an eclipse is a warning from the 9th god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen to shadow. All the nobles start talking at once. Some are excited, some horrified, but all are very loud. All right, looks like we're about to have a vote. If you are a new viewer and you are not currently playing in this game, you may type !join, and you too will be a noble who is able to affect the outcome of this decision. All the nobles start talking at once, very loud. Okay. Focus on holy protection against this eclipse. Encourage visitors to the north to witness the event. These sun-obsessed fools should focus on their land, not the sky. Huh. I mean... nothing looks like it's going to affect stability. I'm going to see what preferred voting option is. We didn't do it last time, so I don't even know what that does. I would like to focus on holy protection against this eclipse. Alright, nobles, vote. A, B, or C. Vote A, B, or C. A, focus on holy protection against this eclipse. B, encourage visitors to the north to witness the event. C, these sun-obsessed fools should focus on their land, not the sky. A, increases faith and reduces defiance. B, increases defiance and trade. And C, increases defiance and farming. Nice. I'll give it a little bit more time for the votes to come in. Okay. Gonna close it in 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. Voting tied at 2. Break the tie by selecting one of these options. I would like to focus on holy protection against this eclipse. Northern sagas have few specifics about the sun going dark other than the usual "we're all going to die," so the chiefs turn to church scripture for help. Faith is now impious. Defiance can't go lower. Oh, okay. You hope they will find something before the eclipse occurs. Okay, so the north has become more faithful. Interesting. Saint or sinner? Uh-oh. Noble patrician Danny. All I'm saying is every Grandy claims to have a saint in their ancestry. Your great-great-grandfather was probably a common dullard. Sorry, Bubbles. Shut your mouth, you hedge-born puzzle-wit. His name was Saint Umber, and he defeated the werewolf of Varanjar by turning it to dust in an instant, according to my grandmother. If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold says your ancestor was no saint. You're on! What's all this? Noble patrician Danny is spreading damnable lies about my great-great-grandfather. If you really think he was a saint, then go and dig him up. Saints are incorruptible. Even after death, they don't decay. Very well. I request the council's permission to exhume my ancestor and prove this fool wrong. Challenges. Some choices have uncertain outcomes. These are challenges. These can be either random or based on a stat. The percentage value shows the chance of success. Okay. Grant permission for the body to be exhumed, which may increase faith. We're not sure. No dead people should stay underground. That would increase defiance. C. Ask the Archbishop to check church records instead. 60% chance of stability. I'm going to say that I do not want to increase defiance by any means. I want C, personally, but I can't mark that as my preferred option. So go ahead and vote. You can vote A, grant permission for the body to be exhumed, or you can vote C, ask the Archbishop to check church records instead. Up to you. Your ancestor married the werewolf and pretended to kill them. So there. Frankly, that would make the ancestor even cooler. Oh, come on. Can't we just check the church records? What? This is bullshit. All right. Fine, it's unanimous. Man, fuck you guys. Ninth bless you, your majesty. Now where's my shovel? A few days later, the corpse of Yunhath's great-great-grandfather is exhumed from its resting place in the southern necropolis. Praise the ninth, I was right. Centuries in the ground, but old Saint Umber looks as fresh as a daisy. Well, it really is a miracle. Fine, take your money. Word quickly spreads of the miracle of Saint Umber. Peasants across the south add another name to their prayers. Hey, faith is now zealous. Don't know if I love that. What are the agendas again? Defiance can't go lower. Hey, and 200 gold has moved from the patricians to the south. Bring out your dead. Okay, looks like that's it. End season. Nobles can use their wealth to bid for buildings, which will change stats. This is done through an auction where only the top 2 most funded buildings are made. When the auction is open, nobles can fund with the following command. Fund A X. Oh, fund A X, where X is personal wealth. When you're ready, hit the start vote to begin the auction. Okay. So, Northern Chiefs, you can build either a cathedral or a monument. Cathedral for faith or monument for authority. Grandees, you can build either a fortress for military or a grand bazaar for trade. And Patricians, you can build either a grand bazaar for trade or a monument for authority. I'm going to click Start Funding now. You type !fund, and then your option, A or B, or C or D or E or F, depending on your region. And then you type the number that you would like to bid. You have to type a number for the gold you're putting in as well. Gotta fund those battle nuns. You gotta type a number of gold that you're putting in too? Ah! I don't think you have 5,000. Bubbles, you just spent all your money. Okay, we'll do better at this next time. This is just the first playthrough. I don't know what I'm doing either. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. New season. Oh, we've got a bunch of events. Oh, no, we just have the 3. Okay. Incorruptible. Your Highness, the incorruptible course of St. Umber has become a sensation among the faithful. Every day, pilgrims visit my manor to pray at his feet, but their muddy feet are ruining my carpets. May I take St. Umber's body on a tour of the kingdom instead? You're just going to drag the corpse around? Okay. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion, perhaps we should study this phenomenon instead of mindlessly worshipping it. Heresy! Everyone, cover your ears before she says anything more. Damn. Okay. We can allow the tour to go ahead. We can have the saint examined by scholars. A. Allow the tour to go ahead. Increase faith, increase stability. B. Have the saint examined by scholars from Quail University. Increase defiance, decrease authority. C. Forbid the tour, but allow the private display of St. Umber to continue. Increase wealth, increase trade. D. Order the saint's body reburied. Increase defiance, decrease faith. I'm going to forbid the saint to be examined by scholars. And I'm going to start voting. So A, allow the tour, increase faith and stability. C, forbid the tour, allow the private display to continue, increase wealth and trade. D, order the body reburied, increase defiance, decrease faith. Place your votes. Place your votes. A, C, or D. And once again, if you are voting, if you are watching the stream, but if you are not currently a noble voting in these matters, you may type !join into Twitch chat, and you shall become a noble able to vote. Okay, everybody's voted. Voting is closed. 3 nobles voted to forbid the tour, but allow the private display to continue. Mo money. Huh, as you insist, your majesty. My poor carpets. Maybe I'll come visit your little shrine one of these days. Should be good for a laugh. You're very welcome to visit. At least your shoes are clean. Who knows? Maybe St. Umber will guide you back to the light of the 9th. Grandy Unhots continues to display the saint's body, charging a small fee to compensate for the damage to their carpets. Sacred Corpse attracts crowds from across the kingdom. Some even bring coin to spend. Trade is now wealthy. Oh boy. Okay. Rumors of danger. Your Majesty, I'm afraid we learn nothing from Scripture about the eclipse. Heathens. Well, we searched through our most ancient monasteries and discovered a book describing a time when the sun went dark. And then, servants of the evil 7th god broke through while darkness fell and took possession of the one who predicted the eclipse. And now the seer in question is none other than Chief Aureolinlight. That's just some old book. I'm not any sort of demon. Not yet. Your Majesty, the scripture describes how the demons will use Aurelian light to bring havoc to our realm. We must protect the kingdom. Oh, shit. Seek out artifacts to protect the kingdom. Rally priests for protection. Execute Chief Aurelian light immediately. Please don't do that. This is nonsense. Some old book isn't worth worrying about. I would like if we voted for D. I'm going to start the vote now. A. Seek out artifacts to protect the kingdom. B. Rally priests for protection. C. Execute Chief Aureolin Light immediately. D. This is nonsense. Some old book isn't worth worrying about. A. Decreases defiance and spends money. B. Rallies priests for protection. Increases faith and defiance but decreases authority. C. Increases defiance. And D. Decreases defiance. The South doesn't like My authority. All right, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Vote's tied at 2. And I get to be the tiebreaker, I think? Yeah. This is nonsense. Some old book isn't worth worrying about. Continue. Ariel in Light is most grateful to be spared. I have decreased defiance in the north, which was what I wanted. Some nobles exchange worried glances while others praise your level-headedness. Meanwhile, the eclipse draws ever nearer. Alright, finding a spouse. And you know that this is a Discord game. This is an Underrealm game, which means we gonna make it gay. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Oh man, that's not where I thought that was going at all! Bullshit! Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. Well, you'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What are your preferences? Men? Women? Or do you not mind? Technically any, I suppose. Nah, come on. Excellent. I don't know how the mechanics of this game work yet. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. This game just your mommed you. Danny, that wasn't technically a vote, but I gave you what you wanted anyway. End season. Okay, here we go. Back in the south, far to the south, a pair of grandees are conversing on the balcony of a hillside villa. One of them paces up and down, clearly agitated. Has the Archbishop agreed to meet with us yet? I sent him 4 letters last week. No luck so far. Hardly surprising. The old coot won't move against the Queen unless he knows he's on the winning side. The grandees' aim is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. You may collect taxes either from a region or a standard tax. Taxing a specific region will take wealth from nobles and increase their region's defiance. I don't think I can afford to tax the patricians right now. Their defiance is already at 2. Hey, grandees! I've been pretty good to your religion. Give me money. End season. New season. You know what the South can offer you? Battle nuns, and that's better than any wife. That depends very much on the vows they take when they become nuns. Taxing the church in this economy? That's a good point. The church should be taxed more often. Troll in the dungeon. Mandatory fuck turfs. Your Majesty! Troll! Troll in the dungeon! She faints at the foot of your throne. I don't know, she's kind of cute. Hello, unfriendly ghost. Please don't live up to your name. Congratulations, you are now a noble of the North. Chiefs of the North. What's a troll? I think she's had too much to drink. Everybody run for your lives. I don't like any of these options, but I hate this one least. Violent, brutish creatures. I've no idea how one got into our dungeon, but we'd better do something about it. I'll take a detachment of watchmen and deal with the monster before it hurts anyone. Let me talk with the troll instead? Your Majesty, I'm not sure that's wise. You stride past her and descend into the dungeon. She clatters behind as you stumble across a peculiar scene. A troll is lying in the middle of a large empty cell, snoring like an earthquake as several watchmen stand guard. It seems to have torn a big hole in one of your dungeon walls. How did it even get in here? Through the catacombs would be my guess. These dungeons all back onto various tunnels and crypts. It must have made this hole on its way in. What are the catacombs? You talk to the troll and all it does is insult you and talk derogatorily about your mother. It keeps calling you a cuck for some reason. A maze of tunnels and crypts that crisscross the whole city. Possible to navigate. Most who go looking for a tomb never come back these days. I say, wake up. You gesture and shout, but the troll barely moves. Watchmen poke it until it wakes up. Gingerly, your watchmen poke the troll with their long poleaxes. After a few rumbling grunts, one eye opens. What? How did you get in here? I'm exiled from my people and it's been pretty cold this winter, so I wandered into the catacombs and went in search of somewhere warm. Didn't know I'd end up here. Wherever here is. You need to fix the damage you did to my wall. Hey, the troll sighs heavily. It sounds like a ship running aground. I did it! Yes, I suppose I should. Over the next few hours, the troll works alongside your very uneasy watchman to patch up the hole. Meanwhile, you retreat to your bedroom for some much-needed shut-eye. It's been a very strange evening indeed. Authority! Respect my authority. Okay, murder most foul in the south? Oh boy. Your Majesty, noble patrician Danny de Zagora has disappeared without trace. They were last seen on a horse headed to Grandy estate. It wasn't me, I swear. Noble patrician Danny de Zagora came to visit St. Umber, but the saint's eyes lit up with holy fire. The next thing I knew, they were reduced to dust and bones. Danny's dead? What the fuck? A likely story. I demand the council arrest Grandy for the murder of my parent. Oh my god! Danny Zagora! You've already been replaced by your daughter! Oh my god! Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take imprison Grandy for the murder off the table. And start a vote. B. Rebury the saint and place something heavy on the grave just to be sure. C. Ask Grandy to prove their fanciful claims. D. Send St. Umber to Quail University for examination. So you have to type, if you're new, type exclamation point vote and then the letter you're voting for. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, it looks like we're pretty set on C, so here we go. 71% of nobles voted. Ask Grandy to prove their fanciful claims. We are blessed. Thank you, Your Highness, for providing me this chance to prove my innocence. A week later, Grandy returns in a wretched state. My research finally paid off. Ninth, protect me. I have seen such terrible scenes. Take a deep breath. What happened? You look ghastly. Okay, so we're losing money and faith no matter what I choose, I suppose. Take a deep breath, I guess. I hired experts from across the land to examine St. Umber. Priests, scholars, morticians, none could account for what happened to noble patrician Danny Zagora. In the end, I resorted to hiring a warlock from the coast, but as soon as he entered the saint's presence, St. Umber's eyes burned once again. The warlock withered and rotted and died on the spot as though struck by 1,000 years in a single moment. All that remained was dust and bones. A horrible sight, but there you have it. St. Umber will strike down unbelievers and the unworthy. Are you calling my parent unworthy? This tale is absurd. Arrest this fool. I can't take the hit to my stability. Warlock of the Coast, right? As a faithful leader of this church, I'd like to know what the fuck happened here. I believe their testimony. Defiance is now grumbling. Fools, the lot of you. You're left to mull over the implications of this news. You notice that the High Inquisitor is rubbing her hands together and looking particularly gleeful. That little bitch. Alright, eligible options. Yeah, let's find me a wife. Come on. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. And a partner for life to have and to hold, don't forget. I suppose so, but the alliance comes first. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them? There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that befits your station and suits your political needs. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Marta, firstborn daughter of the northern unfriendly ghost clan. From what I've heard, she knows exactly what she wants and will do whatever is necessary to get it. Her hair is doing things to my body. Strangely enough for a northerner, she's an enthusiastic convert to the worship of the ninth god. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. She was to blame somehow. Huh. 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 I can see the appeal, I suppose. Do I get to see all my options and then pick? From the coast... Okay, got it. From the coast, we have Eulalia, the wealthy heiress to noble patrician Danny Zagora II's estate. She spends most of her time in the solitude of her villa, so I know a little about her. Could be worse, but could be a lot better. And finally, from the south, Vina, the eldest daughter of the NE 5000 lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of a sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? That's true. She dislikes city life and spends most of her time out hunting with no one but her horse for company. There are rumors that she's obsessed with avenging an old slight on her family honor. Okay. Not bad. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Listen. I feel as though the smartest thing to do politically is to marry the Eulalia, the coastal candidate, again. Also, Eulalia is a Redwall reference, and I love that for us. But Marta, Marta, I'm a simple woman. And Marta did things to me. I am going to be a basic bitch. I'm gonna marry the undercut. I'm gonna marry the undercut. This is Marta, firstborn daughter of the northern unfriendly... Oh, yeah. I've made my decision. It's Marta of the north. The coast hates me. And who could blame them? I'm a terrible queen, in this case. Brokering an alliance. Far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs plot to bring about the end of the world. Ragnarok. Praise Morgana. Initial talks with the ice giants are going so well that they've gifted us a new patch of fertile land in the northern valleys. Oh, you got farming up. The gods are good. With luck, this will be the foundation of an alliance strong enough to rock the world. Aye, the ice giants are a formidable ally, tall as a building and limbs like tree trunks, and those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. But first we must offer something that giants desire. A whole kingdom's worth of pillage? Just what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must raise other regions' trade to a combined total of 8 or more in 3 seasons. Oh, Jesus, that's going to be easy. Here you can adopt a new law that can alter how voting works. You can only adopt 1 new law at a time and have a maximum of 3 laws to use. Reverse voting. Nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. Monarch's golden choice. If nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain 10 personal wealth. Swing votes. After voting, nobles can change their mind and vote for a different option. I like reverse voting. That's fantastic. Okay. Let's find out what's happening with the eclipse, the religion thing. How dare you reject the any 5000 lineage, lol. I'm issuing a church decree. The queen is a basic bitch for arsonists. The power of a saint. A miracle has been placed in our laps, and we would be fools to ignore it. Huh. What are you talking about? St. Umber, of course, the saint who strikes down any unbelievers in his presence. We should place St. Umber in the council hall so that faithless nobles face judgment. Absolutely not. I am not going to allow more of my nobles to be roasted into flames in the presence of this, I cannot stress this enough, corpse. I'm going to let you guys vote. I'm going to get myself coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, you did it, didn't you? We're flinging the corpse into the sea via trebuchet. Oh, you bastards. Voting is closed. What? What? By the way, I made coffee, except that I didn't pour the water into the coffee machine. I just left it sitting on the coffee pot. Oh, boy. Faith has dropped to 6 in the south. Next week on a misty morning, your council gathers at the docks. The archbishop says a few words. The trebuchet's rope is cut. St. Umber goes flying over the horizon, flapping around like a rag doll, quickly vanishing to a speck in the distance. You don't hear the splash. It's too far. But you can imagine the dead saint sinking to the sea floor, eyes glowing with holy rage. If you have just tuned into the stream, and you too would like to participate in votes that fling 3,000-year-old corpses over the horizon into the sea, type !join in Twitch chat, and you too can be a noble in this game voting on these decisions. For weeks, inquisitors probe your affairs and priests condemn your name in churches across the land. My authority is now ineffective. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, let's investigate the eclipse. In the capital, the solar eclipse does a little except make the day a little gray, but in the north, it's a different story. That's my ancestor, blasting off again. Your greatness, I hardly escaped alive. Please, you must help us. You look awfully familiar. What's happened? No. I have my parents' eyes. What happened to them was terrible. Oh no! Aureolan Light, you died. This is your child. As the sun went dark, they changed into a monstrous demon creature, a reptile as tall as a building. They bit the heads off their servants, and more demons erupted from their corpses. What the fuck? We fled to our lodges for safety. You really did turn into a demon. We fled to our lodges for safety, and the God Speakers burned sacred herbs to ward off the beasts. Stability is now teetering. By the 9th, just as I feared, we are forsaken. What if they spread across the kingdom? Ugh. Learn to live with the demons. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Alright. Well, that would hurt everybody, but I'm going to do reverse voting for this one. Vote for your least favorite option. Appease the demons with animal sacrifices. Destroy the demons with the power of the 9th god. Or learn to live with the demons. Vote now. How dare you? Oh no, if only we had a vengeful saint corpse that could incinerate monstrous non-believers. Oh, fantastic. Voting is closed. Okay, we're going to... What? Oh, 0 nobles voted to... Wait! Shit, we were doing reverse voting! No! The people of the North are horrified by the Council's decision. Unfortunately, there's not much learning to be done with these beasts, and even less living. Oh, God. The demons rage through the North, slaughtering all they can find. Terrified peasants turn to protective charms and dark rituals to keep themselves safe. Oh, boy. Tragically, Chief Aureolan Light II is killed and feasted upon when they return. Eventually, the demons retreat back to the 7 hells, but it will be a long time before the North recovers. Oh, no. Well, it's been a real shit season. Shall we have a royal wedding? Your wedding to Marta is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Marta at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Marta, only dances with obvious reluctance. Baby. By the time you find yourself alone with Marta, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Neither of us asked for this union, but I assure you it can blossom into something of mutual benefit. Maybe we will fall in love once we get to know each other. Statistically unlikely! But there's always a chance. Oh my god. You head to see your separate bed chambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time, but for now it seems your wife is happy to keep you at arm's length. Well, dang. End season, I guess. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coast's economy has never been better. We're making more money than I know what to do with. Well, you know what they say, money breeds money. I've made a series of investments that should improve our profits even more. But what are we going to do with all the rest of this gold? Time to start buying things, of course. Land, roads, bridges. We're going to buy up the whole kingdom, piece by piece. But first, the queen needs to be in desperate need of our gold. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Jesus. Back in the south, the plot to have the queen excommunicated is picking up momentum. 2 grandees stand on a balcony overlooking a city of Alurtzi. The city may look peaceful, but underneath it's nothing but discontent. All across the kingdom, peasants are sharpening their cutlery and barricading their shacks. They know a storm is coming, and who better to blame but the queen herself? Exactly, and now that they are afraid, it's time for the peasants to find their faith. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must raise all regions' faith to a combined total of at least 12 in 4 seasons. Huh. Okay. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have a right to your throne. No doubt the nobles are already scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant. Oh boy. So just to summarize, not only are demons fucking things up in the north, but your new wife is an arsonist, and she isn't all that into you. Well, when you put it that way, Cap, I sound like kind of a fucking loser. Avalanche in the north, okay. Chief Unfriendly Ghost. A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. The other nobles are under no obligation to help the north, but surely they will vote with compassion? Send financial aid. Instruct the Archbishop to lead a memorial for those lost, or there is nothing to be done. I prefer to send financial aid. For what that's worth. Vote! Yeah. To be a peasant in these times really sucks. Vote, people, vote. Very nice, very nice. That'll do it. We're sending financial aid. Your funds go towards resettling the survivors. Oh, shit. In neighboring villages with enough gold to see them through the winter. God damn it. And Chief Unfriendly Ghost skims a little off the top, of course, for their trouble. Womp womp. I just realized that the patricians want me to lose money. God damn it. Counterfeit currency. Oh, another money problem. The South has been prosperous of late, but my tax collectors are reporting suspicious coins in the latest takings. The whole region is awash with fake money. The council needs to act. Okay. Tell everyone in the South to examine their coins and return any duds. God damn it. Order your artificers to invent a new coin that's harder to counterfeit. Reverse voting. Whatever you vote for is what you do not want to have happen, and whatever gets the least votes is what is going to pass. Vote now. ABC. A. Tell everyone in the South to examine their coins and return any duds. B. Offer... Oh, shit, I just realized that chat is blocking everything, isn't it? I really wish that fucking... This is very annoying. Yeah, Streamlabs is not letting me... I'll hide the overlay. I'll hide the overlay when it's voting time in the future. Alright, voting is complete. Tell everyone in the South to examine their coins. Oh, voting tied at 1. Oh, right. Okay. I need my stability. Over the next few weeks, bounty hunters root out counterfeiters in cellars, hideouts, and back rooms across the South. More than 100 forgers end up facing the noose. All those bounties are eye-wateringly expensive, of course, but public trust in your currency soars. Controversy erupts when it is revealed that one of the counterfeiting rings is led by Grandy NE5000 themselves. Of course, their fake gold is confiscated at once. Aha, I'm sorry, I just needed a little extra cash. Huh. Yeah. You're getting hanged, son. Hang me like a common peasant, at least grant me the dignity of the axe. But Grandy NE5000 is led away to meet the noose. Sorry, NE5000. You lasted a while. A curious curse. A giant glass globe filled to the brim with murky water is wheeled before the council. The fishbowl contains noble patrician tater thoughts suspended in liquid. They poke their head above the surface. Your esteemed highness, Glub Glub, a most infuriating circumstance has befallen me, Glub Glub. Good grief, what happened to you? I have been Glub Glub cursed by a sea wizard. He inflicted me with these Glub Glub gills, so I can't leave the water for more than a couple Glub Glubbing minutes. What did you do to anger this wizard? Well, I happen to own a tannery that is Glub Glub polluting some picturesque beach he likes. How was I supposed to know? I demand you arrest this maniac and force him to remove these gills. Oh, boy. Vetoing that one. Vote now. A, B, or C. Send a squad of coastal soldiers to arrest the wizard responsible. B. Send a diplomat to politely ask the wizard to reverse the curse. D. Send the wizard a hamper of fine cheese and a bottle of wine. Tater thought, you're a beach litterer. We are losing nobles quite fast. They do go quickly, don't they? Okay. Everybody voted. Send a squad of coastal soldiers to arrest the wizard responsible. A squadron of the finest coastal fighters hurry off to hunt down the meddling wizard. Thinking nothing more of it, you retire to bed. The next morning, you wake to the sound of water trickling down the walls of your bedroom. Descending the stairs, you find the entire palace impossibly flooded. You recognize the corpses of coastal soldiers floating face down in the corridors. All of a sudden, you're buffeted by a strange, overwhelmingly salty breeze. You wanted to see me? Holy shit. The sea wizard in question, I presume. What did you do to these soldiers? I need you to reverse the curse afflicting noble patrician Tater Thought. The sea wizard in question, I presume? Aye, name's Scrampton. What did you do to these soldiers? Drowned! You shouldn't have sent them after me. The sea will take its due. I need you to reverse the curse. And why would I do a thing like that? Their tannery is ruining my favorite beach. Absolutely not. I'll order them to shut down the stupid tannery. That's hilarious. I'll pay you 1,000 gold. Absolutely not. You know what? Noble patrician Tater Thought can stay a fish person for all I care. If that's what you want. The wizard's flesh bulges and ripples and turns suddenly to water, splashing down in your corpse-littered corridor. He's left you with quite a cleanup job. How dare you? From then on, noble patrician Tater Thought remains confined to their aquarium. The sight of the great glass globe and its glub-glubbing occupant in the council hall quickly becomes unremarkable. Fantastic. Hey, man. You gotta take care of the environment. Litter on my beaches. Hey, man, you litter on my beaches. I apologize. Okay. So we're going to start funding. Now remember, you have to type !fund. You have to choose what you want, and then you have to type a number, which is the amount of your own money you are putting in to bid for the funding. So only the 2 highest funded buildings will be built. In the north, the chiefs, you've got A for fortress, B for bazaar. Fortress is A for fortress military, B for bazaar trade. In the south, you've got C for aqueduct farming, or D for bazaar trade. And in the coast, the patricians, you've got E for bazaar trade, or F for library stability. So I'm going to open up for funding right now. I'm going to go get my coffee that is actually brewed now, and I will be right back. Your money is on the right side over there. Katie is 1,200. Tater Thought has 1,200. Yoon Hotz has 1,200. Unfriendly Ghost 11. Danny 900. Okay, what did y'all buy? Very nice. A fortress and a grand bazaar. Excellent. Hey, Nix, you getting in on this game? Go ahead and type !join in chat, and you too can be a noble voting for some of the worst decisions this kingdom can make. Okay. A curious discovery. Your Majesty will remember the devastating avalanche that struck the north. Nice. Yes, I remember. A tragedy. Well, apparently the avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspect it may be one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. Huh. I will say that I think that the Northern Warriors should explore the ruins. Vote now. A. Send a group of renowned Northern Warriors to explore the ruins. B. Send a team of scholars from Quail University. Or C. Order the tomb shut back up. Wow. I'm calling it. I'm totally fucking exercising my authority as Monarch. I've got a tie. I'm sending the Northern Warriors. Fuck y'all nobles. Nix. Nix, you are green. You are a coastal patrician. Boom. The North has no short supply of warrior heroes. The only problem is finding a group who are willing to work together. There are a lot of ancient feuds to tiptoe around. The chiefs finally settle on a champion named Hrothvir, known for juggling live scorpions. He will lead a band of brave warriors into the tomb. You hope to hear back from them soon. Oh shit, that's it. Nothing happened. Cool, cool. Legends Rising. You're aware of the ice giants, I hope, brutish creatures that live in the frozen wastes beyond our northern borders. In a time before time, they ruled the north and kept people as slaves. The time before time? Rhea Newton. A time before time, you say? I'm aware of that phrasing. Danny, you are green. Well, the chiefs are willing to let bygones be bygones. They're trying to forge an alliance with the giants to bring down your kingdom. What are the chiefs offering to those overgrown monsters? My intelligence suggests that the chiefs have offered up the kingdom as plunder for the giants when the time comes. It's not often I say this, but the kingdom's strong economy is a problem. Even ice giants can sense such a lucrative opportunity. What am I supposed to do? Tank my economy? That would certainly be one strategy, yes. Okay. Well, we sure as hell aren't going to trust in the strength of our arms to defeat them. Go ahead and vote. A. Send tribute to the ice giants. B. Build a great wall along the northern border. Feel free to tank my authority if you so desire. Three seconds left. All right, time's up. I'm taking the option that I wanted. Oh, shit. I forgot to take down the overlay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Katie. We are sending tribute to the giants. Tribute to ice giants? Have you lost your mind? You've certainly ruffled a few feathers, but hopefully it means you've slowed the chief's own giant courting tactics. Okay. Well, we've hurt trade a little bit, but it hasn't really done anything, so at least we got that going for us. Your heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy, thank you. Well, your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured, who you can mold into your own image. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child together, if I can convince her to love me. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Hey, listen. There's ways to make this work. Oh, is that it? There's nothing. We end the season. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. We're gonna take a brief break, and we're gonna discuss how I think that this plays out. I'm definitely at least partially by Queen Fortinbuff is, and I'm hoping that my wife is at least not overly repulsed by men. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna spend our month shopping for a donor. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna spend some time being like, well, what would you like them to look like? Oh, what do you think? We're gonna go out searching for traits. What is happening? What is being discussed about me in chat? Excuse me. My wife's just gonna knock me up. Fine. All right, I'll take it. We're not going to discuss my top or bottomness in real life. We'll just say that in the game, definitely not a bottom. Back in the north, Chief Aurelian Light is hosting yet another feast at their clan hall. Mead is being passed around in good measure, and some chiefs are dancing on the tables. That can only mean two things, really good news or really bad news. Selby, pass me the drink, you old lout. I'm drinking until my ancestors feel it. Well, those ice giants I saw on my way through your lands, have we really done it? Your eyes don't deceive you, pal. They'll be marching with us on the morrow, and by Grahala's beard did they come out in force. We must have really impressed them with our reports of the kingdom's bounty. The gods are good, but what happens after the ice giants march? Acts of my ancestors, I hadn't thought about that. Someone fetch me another drink, then assemble the other chiefs. Quickly, damn you. How should the chiefs use their alliance with the ice giants to their advantage? Open to the chiefs of the north only. Vote A to let the ice giants fight alone and swoop in to the kingdom's rescue, goal of lowering authority, or march with the giants and devastate the kingdom, goal lower stability. Chiefs of the North, vote. Oh my god. Yeah, Katie, that's the theory I'm going with. I'm all about it. Do we only have 2 Northern Chiefs? Oh yeah, we do. Alright. What's the tiebreak? Oh, I guess the game just decided. Oh, because Katie is actually the leader. No, that's not true. I don't fucking know, man. Okay, lowering authority. 10-4. Devious, brilliantly so. Why, it's almost dishonorable. Don't get too excited. The queen must be too weak to mount a response. If all the regions united, the giants could be thrown back into the north with ease. Oh gods, can't someone enjoy their drink without being warned about consequences or plans for 5 minutes? Yeah. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower authority to 2 or less. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The thrice-cursed queen is still refusing to sell us any public land. Well, it makes sense. The treasury's not exactly suffering right now. Patience, my friend. Let's bide our time until the queen's gold runs out. The patricians' aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Okay. You can take a small tax from the kingdom's commoners, or tax one region's nobles. The latter will raise defiance and take personal wealth from nobles of that region. Sorry, Green, y'all are too rich. And I need money. Rebellion. One or more of the regions will soon be able to rebel as their defiance stat is high enough. If the rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they'll win the game. Oh boy. If the loyalists get more victory points than the rebels, they'll put down the rebellion and continue. If other regions join the rebellion, the game will end with a successor vote between the two most powerful rebelling regions. Rebelling regions have their schemes paused, putting them at a disadvantage. Rebellions will likely be put down easily if the rebels don't have a high military stat. So just talking it out because this is the first time that we're all playing this. Greens, if you want, you can try to rebel, but your military is currently 2. So you can vote to rebel if you want by typing !rebel or rebel. You are the only ones who can rebel. So no? Alright, I'm going to end season. Oh. You can still rebel. Wait, yellow can rebel as well? I thought you had to have 7 or higher. Oh, no. No. At least blue can't. Alright. Beached whale. Your Serene Highness, a great big whale washed up on the coast, right outside my villa. However, before I could order my servants to harvest its blubber, a finfolk crawled up onto the sand. It begged me for an audience with the queen. Finfolk? What's that? The question is answered when a frog-faced, green-skinned man waddles in, his flippers slapping against the marble. That's me. Daddy? Sorry. Daddy? Sorry. Daddy? Sorry. Fuck! Daddy? Fuck! Your Majesty, you must not allow noble patrician Nix Belial to kill Kalam. Kalam is a wise and gentle whale, a great friend of the Finfolk. In what way is this whale your friend? She keeps the sharks away, banishes our gloom with her beautiful songs, and provides us with her bounteous milk. We'll go with aww. Please, return her to the waters where she was born. Or, and hear me out, your esteemed highness, we could strip down the whale to its component parts and make a fortune. Who cares what these fish-faced fools think? Aw, man. Aw, man. I'm just going to let you guys vote on this. All right, voting now. I will reduce the overlay. Most of the overlay, I guess. There we go. A. Slaughter and harvest the whale. gives money, trade, lowers defiance and farming. Return the whale to the Finfolk, increases defiance and farming. And C, that whale will make a fine trophy in the Queen's throne room, increases defiance. Another church decree. Allow. Another church decree. The Queen fucks fish, literally and figuratively, in the case of Tater Thought. That's a pretty clear vote. We're just too good at people. As a community, we just don't like being... We're returning the whale to the Finfolk. By the 9th, I can't believe this. How could you take the fishmen's side over your own citizens? Defiance is now vengeful. Oh, shit. Thank you, your majesty. The Finfolk owe you a great debt. Really? Using a crane and a team of oxen, the great whale is lifted and placed upon wooden rollers. Without ceremony, it is plopped back into the ocean where it splashes its tail and sprays water in apparent gratitude. From that point on, coastal fishermen report that their catches have nearly doubled. Apparently, the grateful Finfolk have been literally herding fish towards their nets. Farming is now 7 on the coast. Holy shit. Well done. Okay. Counterfeiters caught. Your Majesty, remember the bounties we placed on forgers in the south? Of course. Well, the counterfeiters we hanged were rank amateurs. Their coins were only convincing if you're a fool or drunk or both. But now we've rooted out a real professional. Her coins are so convincing even I can't tell the difference. Let me introduce Penelope. Hello, Your Majesty. Please don't hang me. Hello, Penelope. Penelope's skills are extraordinary. We should employ her at the Royal Mint to help us make coins that can't be forged. That was a big farming boost. I had to murder a horse in one of my D&D games because an NPC gave them what amounted to speed. Oh no. Yes, Danny, green is the coastal patricians. Or even better, we could use her expertise to track down other forgers. By the 9th, if we employ this outlaw, we make a mockery of the Queen's justice. Are we sending a message that we only execute insufficiently skilled criminals? That's a good point. Hang Penelope. Huh. I will put my preference. Ask Penelope to help catch other forgers. That is what I would like. Vote now. Vote for A, hang Penelope. B, ask Penelope to help catch other forgers. C, have Penelope come up with a new counterfeit-proof coin. If you are new, if you just joined the stream and you are not currently a noble voting on these decisions of state, you can type !join in the Twitch chat, and you too will be a noble in this game and able to vote on the outcome of these decisions. Hey, what's up, Ari? All right, we are asking Penelope to help catch other forgers. Thank you, Your Majesty. I won't let you down. She's as good as her word. Under Penelope's eagle eye, there is no more counterfeiting in the south. Fake coins are rooted out quickly, and their forgers hunted down. But the Grandys grumble, mumbling that your forgiveness of such a criminal is a sign of weakness, not mercy. Stability is stable. Trade is now opulent. Defiance is now mutinous. Didn't think about that, did I? That's okay. We're fine. Hrothvir returns. Chief Unfriendly Ghost, we have received word from Hrothvir, Your Majesty. He has returned from his exploration of the mountain tomb. Yes, he does. Unfortunately, Your Majesty, this is not a cause of celebration. Hrothvir now marches at the head of an army of magic warriors made entirely from ice. Apparently, they believe Hrothvir is their ancient king. Why does stuff like this always happen to me, is what I will not say in this case. Troubling news indeed. The traitor Hrothvir plans to take your throne with his frozen army. We don't have long to decide on a response. Do we know the origin of these ice warriors? The ancient northern king Bjarnolf was rumored to be a warlock who created his own soldiers from snow and used them to crush his rivals. If these are his creations, though, they must be over 400 years old. Order the chiefs to gather their army and face Hrothgar in battle. 50-50 military success. Send an assassin after Hrothgar. Which would eat over half our money. Do nothing. All right. Vote now, chiefs. You may vote A, to gather armies and face Hrothgar in battle, or do nothing. Cap, you're really voting to do nothing. Fucking legend. Oh, man. Vote, vote, vote! If you've got votes left. I'm going to close it down in just a sec here. I guess we've got, what, 9 nobles? Okay, so 5 is a winning vote in any case. We're doing nothing. You fucking mad lads. 5 nobles voted to do nothing. Oh, boy. Presumably surprised at the lack of resistance, Hrothgar begins to march south at the head of his army of frost. Okay. The chiefs are furious at your my lack of action. You voted for this! A few ignore your orders and send their warriors to stop them. Hundreds of the North's finest soldiers are slaughtered. That's bad. It's not all bad news. The ice warriors are dangerous opponents, good with a blade, untiring and inhumanly fast, but they're also made of ice. By the time they reach the capital, the southern weather has not been kind to them. They're formless, dripping, only vaguely human shaped, melting into puddles as they totter forward. They're easily and comprehensively defeated. A bruised Hrothgar is brought before you in chains. Sentence him to death, pardon him for his misdeeds. I sentence him to fucking death. Roaring with mad laughter, Hrothgar is dragged away to face the axe. Authority is now credible. I'll take it. You know, I'll fucking take it. Jesus Christ, you people. Lord. Army of snow warriors, nothing can be done. Thoughts and prayers. Oh, boy. Assassins was the best. Yeah, but Assassins would have cost too much money. Green is dangerously close to achieving their aims. Okay. I can tweak the laws. After voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different opinion. How nobles choose to vote is hidden from the monarch's view. I don't care about that. If nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain 10 personal wealth. Okay, so I will then drop... I don't really think that reverse... Yeah, I don't really think that reverse voting was... No. No! That's not... I lost my veto power. I'm fucked. That's not what I clicked. Oh, thank you for the posture check, Nix. Alright, so you can all rebel now. Well, 2 of you. Not Blue still can't for some reason. Ugh. Posture check. I don't have any water handy, but I will hydrate with some coffee. It's mostly made of water. Thanks, y'all. Okay. Dangerous roads, disquiet in the south, or a powerful storm. Let's go for... Yeah, anonymous voting is a little bit silly when you vote in chat, right? A powerful storm. A terrible storm has struck the north. Unfortunately, many houses have been swept away in the floods, and the roads are totally impassable. Farming is now starving. Trade is now desperate. That... Right off the bat. Okay, fuck it. Spare no expense in rebuilding what was lost. If you vote for my favorite, you get money. Congratulations. Vote now, y'all. A. Spare no expense in rebuilding what was lost. B. Send extra troops from the coast to clear the roads. C. The North will have to fend for itself. Or D. Ask the church to lead the relief efforts. Aww. Look at y'all being good people. Yeah, we gotta help people. Alright. Doing it. I saw one of you motherfuckers voted for the North will have to defend itself. Gold flows from your treasury like water from a burst dam. In no time at all, the North's roads have been repaired and its houses rebuilt. And if money could bring back the dead, you'd have done that too. God damn, spent so much money. Okay. Dangerous roads. Your Majesty, the merchants in the south are complaining about bandits. Apparently the southern roads are too dangerous to travel, even with guards. Gangs of highly organized, well-armed highwaymen will ambush merchant caravans and steal absolutely everything. Okay. Can't pay a mercenary company to patrol the roads. Fantastic. I don't even know, man. Alright. Go ahead and vote. Voting is open. Vote B, to make a few empty promises and hope this all goes away. C, send a battle-hardened regiment to rout the bandits. D, offer a bounty on bandit scalps. We got a 40% chance of succeeding on that with our current military. And I suppose that is the option that I like best. I'm going to go for C before a bunch of people drain my treasury even further, goddamn coastal patricians! You send a battalion of the South's hardiest veterans, experienced in fighting on foreign fields. If they can't root these bandits out, who can? A month passes, you receive word that the battalion spent weeks marching in circles and chasing bandits who would drop their weapons and blend in with the locals. Finally, the soldiers' frustration turned to anger. In an attempt to flush out the bandit leader, your soldiers burned an entire village to the ground and massacred dozens of peasants. The bandit leader, if they were all there at all, escaped unharmed. Southern peasants now view you as a murderous tyrant. Stability is now teetering. Defiance is now furious. God damn it. I'm not a good king. Disquiet in the south. You don't say. Your Highness, my peasants accuse me of hoarding wealth. Me. This is you, Cap. Worse, they're throwing down their tools and burning their belongings, saying they want to live an ascetic life and that I should do the same. They want to match their outfits with their decor. They want to have more exercise. I think that's funny. No, not aesthetic. Ascetic. They don't want to be pinned down by worldly possessions, but burning them is quite the overreaction. The ringleader of this movement is a philosopher called Ortega. She calls herself a voice for the ninth god, and the knaves hang on her every word. They'll be at my door any moment. I will mark send someone to infiltrate their cult as no. Fire the troublemakers and hire new servants from the coast is my preferred choice. Voting is open. A. Send someone to infiltrate their cult. B. Aggressively break up Ortega's meetings. C. Fire the troublemakers and hire new servants from the coast. I think we want to... I don't know. On a bunch of these, I don't know what the right choice is, so I'm just sort of like, I think it's this one. Okay, we still have 9 nobles, I think. If you are watching and you are not currently a noble playing in this game and voting on these decisions, type !join in Twitch chat and you too will be in the game and you can vote on what we decide to do. Send someone to infiltrate their cult. Arranges for one of their few loyal servants to go along to Ortega's gatherings to find out what's going on. You hope to hear from them soon. Faith is now devout. Both rich and poor scramble to show off their devotion to the ninth god in the face of Ortega's surging popularity. Okay. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. To what do I owe this pleasure, Madam Treasurer? Oh, give it a rest. You know I am here. Let's just hurry this up, shall we? Where do I sign? Here and here and here. There you go. You've got what you wanted. Now give me the money. Of course. Goodbye, Madame Treasurer. Wow, I'm rich. And some patricians' wealth has decreased. Do my eyes deceive me? Was that the royal treasurer you were speaking with? Indeed, my friend. Good news. With the queen's gold starting to run out, the treasurer was willing to sell off the kingdom's road and bridges. Soon this kingdom will be ours, but what will we do when we own everything? Okay. What are you going to choose? Green, coastal patricians only. Vote. A. Turn the queen into our proud corporate mascot. Hilarious. Goal, raise stability. Mercilessly extract wealth from the kingdom until it collapses. The Donald Trump route. Goal, lower authority. Vote A or B. Coastal patricians only. I'll take it. Sorry, I jumped on that shit. I wanted to make really sure that the other two of you didn't vote for the other option. Aerie, you are a northern lord. You are blue. You are one of the northern chiefs. All right, we are turning me into your proud corporate mascot. We'll soon have the queen dancing to our tune. We just need to make sure the kingdom's in a nice, comfortable rut. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise stability to at least 6. I'm not cheating. I'm exercising my not constitutional, my authority. Deep in the south, a group of grandees watch silently as a blindfolded Grandy and Yunhaths tries to stab a portrait of Queen Fortinbuff with a wooden stake. We did this at my granddaughter's 4th birthday with a drawing of a pig. Finally, Grandy Yunhaths hits their mark, and a cheer erupts in the secluded villa. Friends, honored guests, people of the faith, the ninth god has spoken. Now begins the final stage of our plan, excommunication. Only one question remains. For which sin will the archbishop excommunicate the queen? Vote now. Southern Grandees. A. For tyranny and abuse of power, the oppressive rule of a dictator. Goal, raise authority. Or B. For greed and avarice, hoarding money that could be used to improve the peasant's lot. Goal, raise the treasury. Vote now. Gold Grandees. That is Yunhaths, any 5,000, and Commander Bubbles. Votes are in. Goal is to raise authority. Oh, interesting. So now, as a recap of everybody's individual objectives, it shall be done. We must now ensure that the queen is seen as a tyrant. For the final stage of their scheme, the grandees must raise to authority to at least 7. Okay, so blue wants authority to go down, yellow wants authority to go up, and green wants stability to go up. Interesting. Okay. And green and yellow are both currently capable of rebelling. If you are green or yellow and you desire to rebel, all you have to do is type !rebel in Twitch chat. Be warned, your military is not super powerful, and you will be fighting against blue, who has the strongest military, so there's a good chance you will lose. Just tossing it out there. Oh, famine in blue. Oh, no. Hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way from the north to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of backbreaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right. The grain price in the north is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in profit while the common folk starve. So capitalism. Oh, boy. Put a cap on the price of grain. Subsidize grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth. Import grain from the coast and distribute it for free. The free market will correct itself in due time. Okay. I'm going to put my golden choice on import grain from the coast and distribute it for free. Vote now. If you vote C, you get money. You personally get money that you can spend in the future. Import grain from the coast and distribute it for free. Increase... oh boy, that's a tricky one. You'll get money. The kingdom will lose money. Farming will go up. Stability will go up. A, put a cap on the price of grain, which might raise the authority, 60% chance. B, subsidize grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth. I'll wait a few more seconds until at least 75% have voted. Yeah, we got 5 votes. That'll settle it. Voting is closed. All right, import grain from the coast and distribute it for free. The north is in your debt, your majesty. The king's coffers open, and a tide of free grain floods from the coast to the north, putting many northern merchants out of business, but giving some patricians a nice windfall. Treasury is now 2160. Trade is now dominant in the coast. Trade is now desperate in the north? Oh no. Some patricians' wealth has increased. The grain proves sufficient to keep the peasants alive until the next harvest, which will hopefully bring better days. Stability is now stable. Farming is now sufficient. Okay. False idols. That philosopher Ortega is preaching that we can only be close to the ninth god if we reject our worldly possessions, which would be bad enough. But she's also performing miracles. My spy saw her heal a woman's broken arm with a single touch, cure an old man's blindness. So she really is a prophet from the ninth god? Whatever we might think, the peasants believe in her. More of them flock to her barn every day as rumors of miracles spread. The church should perform better miracles and lure Ortega's followers away. Send inquisitors to stamp this out once and for all. Ortega's just a healer. Let her carry on doing good. I mean, I'm going to mark that as my favorite. The woman is... Vote now. A, the church should just do better miracles and lure people away, i.e. the free market of religion. B, send inquisitors to stamp this out once and for all, which has a very good chance of losing me authority. So blue, should be all for that. And then C, she's just a healer. She's literally helping people for nothing. I'm going to call this as a tie and get what I really want. I'm going to do the tiebreaker. Ortega's just a healer. Let her carry on doing good. You mean just let her continue besmirching our faithful southern traditions, healing people for free? I never heard of such a thing. Though many nobles are outraged, the peasants praise your mercy as Ortega's following grows and grows. Stability is now civil. Authority is now dubious. And finally, your heir. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. I will say, as I'm holding this baby in my arms, my child. It's up to them to determine what that means when they get older. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your child. What is their name? Fortinbuff II is apparently my only choice. Thank the gods, your greatness. I'm sure little Fortinbuff II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Fantastic. I dig it. All right. End season. Oh, we're funding buildings now. Okay, once again, funding buildings. And if you have just tuned in, if you are watching and you are not currently playing, if you are not a noble participating in this game and voting on what we are doing in each era, you can type !join in Twitch chat, and you will be in this game, able to vote on what we are doing. All right, start funding. The North votes A for a cathedral and an increase of faith, or B for a monument and an increase of authority. The Southern Grandees vote C for a fortress and increased military, or D for a monument and increased authority. And the Coastal Patricians vote E for a cathedral and an increase of faith, or F for a monument and an increase of authority. You fund by typing !fund, the letter, and then the number of coins that you are putting from your own personal treasury into the bid. Start funding now. Go. Funding is open for the next 20 seconds. Currently leading D and A. We got E coming up, C and D. Oh boy, C and D still in the lead. Oh man, the Southern Grandees are dumping all their money into it. Ooh, Coastal Patricians swooping in with 1,800 gold. All right, there we go. Only the top 2 buildings are funded. Buildings funded. A C, a fortress, increase of military for the Southern Grandees, and a cathedral, increase of faith for the Coastal Patricians. Biggest contributor is Unfriendly Ghost and Tater Thought for the cathedral. All right, rebellion report. Y'all can still rebel anytime you want. Oh boy. I'm fine. How are you? Our corporate overlords. Oh shit. It happened gradually, like a frog slowly boiled. At first it was paying a few patrician tolls here and there, to cross a road, to sail down a river, but as their cash reserves grew, so did their acquisitions. The trouble really started when they banned anyone else from trading on their roads. Soon enough, it seemed like they owned everything. Here's a copy of tomorrow's speech, Your Supreme Majesty. Don't forget to read out that part at the end. This speech was proudly sponsored by Coastbreck, the creamiest cereal in the kingdom. Must I? But the speech is about tearing down people's homes. Creamiest? What does that even mean? Well, it's not actually cream. It's a kind of salty jam that keeps the cereal fresh for allowing for transportation across the kingdom. It's disgusting at first, of course, but the side effects distract you from the taste. And after you've mentioned the sponsorship, don't forget to add that you can't get enough of that creamy coastal crunch. That's very important. Can't get enough of that crunchy coastal cream. No, you're getting it all wrong. It's creamy coastal crunch. If you can't get the hang of it, we'll delay the speech and book you in for a week of rehearsals. Oh, and one more thing. We're canceling council meetings from now on. What? The council's completely redundant. All their decisions need to be approved by the Board of Investors anyway. Might as well let the board make the decisions from now on. Board of Investors? Who are they? People who've bought a stake in the kingdom, obviously. Didn't you know? They've been running things for a while now. Don't worry, your job's not under threat. Your palace attracts a lot of tourism, but the council's got to go. I won't let you dissolve the council. Let's see how this goes. Sorry, but the board already voted. Out of my hands. The other regions must have something to say about this. Well, the Grandees did try and lay siege to the capital, but the south is pretty much bankrupt since all the industry started moving to the coast. When the soldiers arrived, we simply hired them. Right now, they're still working in the salt mines to pay off the debts they built up while marching on our roads. The people won't stand for this. The people are hard at work in factories making Coastbreck and other fantastic products. They're too busy to worry about who's running the kingdom. So, is there anyone fighting against you? No, not really. We are, what's the phrase? Too big to fail. Anyways, I must stop yapping. I've got a board meeting. I'll leave you to practice your speech. Once noble patrician Danny Zagora II has departed, you take a longing look out the window. The capital's skyline has been devoured by smoke from the new factories. With a sigh, you begin practicing your speech. The patricians won. End of the game. For the rest of the patricians are victorious. For the rest of Queen Fortinbuff's reign, she was a powerless mascot for the patrician cereal company. She eventually met her end by drowning in a vat of milk during a promotional stunt. The chief's agreement with the ice giants fell apart, and the giants ended up attacking the north instead. The subsequent war kept the chiefs too busy to worry about matters of the throne. In a sun-dappled vineyard, Ernesta and Grandy Unhoths opened a bottle of their finest vintage. Their schemes had amounted to nothing, but there's always next time. The patricians owned everything. Corporations ruled, and the kingdom was blanketed in mills, factories, mines. But when the old mascot queen died and Monarch Agrippa was crowned, the other nobles emerged from the shadows, sniffing a chance to claw back their power. Ah! I reigned for 2 years, 6 months. My spouse was Marta of the North, who hated me, and my successor was Monarch Agrippa. Womp womp. That was fun. I can continue a game. Completed games will create new saves where you can continue the story of your dynasty. Oh, man. From Monarch to Food Mascot. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good, Cap. Doesn't feel good at all. I kind of want to play another one. Hey, what's up, Starbit Mutineer? I don't know. Let's go. Let's try another one. Twitch Adair Dynasty. Monarch Agrippa of the Adair Dynasty. Presiding over the kingdom of... Oh, I can't change the kingdoms, huh? Alright, Danny. That was a blast. Yeah, I also don't know how to play. That's why I got my ass kicked. Let's do it. Here we go. Alright. Type join, exclamation point, join in Twitch chat if you want to go in for this second round. I am going to run and refill my coffee real quick. Here we go. Joining remains open. If you are watching and you want to get in on the game, go ahead and hit exclamation point join in Twitch chat and you will be a lord able to vote on the fate of the kingdom. Huh. Okay, here we go. Council introduction. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with the council. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the wealthy coast, and of course the scorching south. Let's introduce ourselves to the patricians. Introduce yourself. A pleasure, your serene highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Introduce yourself to the chiefs of the north. Good luck in the days ahead, your highness. You'll need it, dealing with us lot. Introduce yourself to the grandees of the south. May the ninth bless your reign. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. And with that, the introductions are done. That's so interesting. Now you can see that at the first game, everything started with 0 defiance, but now, because I was a coastal patrician that ascended to the throne last game, patricians start with 0 defiance, and the other two start with 3. Isn't that funny? Yeah, let's pull up the noble list real quick. Areolan Light and Airy are the northern chiefs in blue. Starbit Mutineer and Nyx are the coastal patricians in green. And Commander Bubbles and NE5000 are the southern grandees in yellow. The nobles start to argue with each other. Coronation. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Very well, then. What must I... When the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. They wouldn't dare. You should pay more attention to your history books, Your Majesty. The nobles are always plotting something. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation. This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be run past a council vote, even this. Shall we call the nobles in? All right. Lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Proceed with a religious ceremony that honors the ninth god. Outdated traditions. There's no need for a coronation at all. I'm going to veto this one. No, it's not important enough, I don't think. I think I'd like to have a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. If you all wish to vote for me. I hate how twitchy Twitch chat is. It's like, you said scumbags. You can't say that. Anyway, vote now. Religious ceremony that honors the ninth god. Lavish parade. Throw the monarch into a river. I'm going to break the tie on this vote. I'm going to say lavish parade. Yes, absolutely. Let's do it. Coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but then what doesn't? Stability is now civil. And the path to victory. What shall I choose? First few years you reign, new and unproven. How can I stop them? Secure an heir, prove that I'm worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. How do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I'm going to stick with stability. I like stability. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. I think that ends the season, right? Yeah, here we go. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter. How are we going to make this happen? Chiefs of the North, vote for your goal. Do you want the lowest defiance? Do you want to raise authority, or do you want to lower all faith? Your choice. You vote. You decide how you want to win the first phase of the game. Northern Chiefs, that's Ariel and Light, Airy Lass, and Unfriendly Ghost. Go ahead and vote for what you want the Northern tribes to have as your goal. Okay, all votes are in. Lower all faith. Interesting. Okay. Dig up Odheld's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. Win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. Lower the combined total of all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. Okay. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim is far more legitimate. Green, coastal patricians, that is Starbit Mutineer and Nyx. Vote for what you want your goal to be in the first round. Lower stability, raise others' defiance, or lower the treasury. Vote now for what you want your goal to be. I should do a quick countdown before I open up for voting, because I know that Twitch has like a 15-second delay, which gives a bit of a hard one. We've got 1 vote for conspiracy. Are we going to get our second vote in before I close the voting? Starbit Mutineer. If you want to vote, you type exclamation point vote and then your choice. I'm going to give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to go with lower treasury. That is the goal for the green patricians. The patricians plan to sink the monarch under an ocean of debt. I am a patrician, or I was. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Okay. I need some money, quickly. A false pretender occupies the throne. All right. Southern Grandees, that's Commander Bubbles and any 5000. Vote for your goal. Highest, oh, I should have done the countdown. Highest faith, raise own farming, or lower stability. What would you like to have be your house goal for the first butt core? Nix? What? What did you say? We got one vote for lower stability. We got 2 votes for lower stability. That'll do it. Everybody having voted. Here we go. All right. All right. Lower stability is the goal of the yellow Southern Grandees. All right. Excommunicate the Monarch. Lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Got it. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. Let's start with the Honor Guard. I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Traditions with champion. I will take the Northern Warriors this time. Their defiance goes down. Yellow and green defiance goes up. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints. Ah! Also, Garrett, bold of you to assume that your status as a capitalist will protect you from the machinations of other capitalists. Yes, that is entirely correct, Commander Bubbles. All right. We've got our honor guard. All right, now we get into actual decisions. A fishy wedding. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Saul has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our 2 great nations. Ha! Sure! Because it's fish. The beach. Oh, boy. Ninth Preservus, great nation, the Isle of Saul is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it isn't a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a finfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the monarch to attend. Now listen. I know we're playing a video game. And I know that we all have a strategy, and that the video game is giving you, as a player, and as a character who is inhabiting a role, certain decisions to make. And they are going to be based on what your personal private goals are as the character you're playing in this video game. But I'm personally going to be I haven't seen the votes yet. I don't see how it's going to affect things gameplay-wise. Personally going to be a little bit disappointed in anybody who does not vote to allow these people to marry who they want to marry. Just a little bit internally disappointed. Here we go. Of course the monarch should attend the wedding. The monarch will not attend, but will send their warm regards. Condemn the wedding and sever diplomatic ties with the Isle of Saul. You know what? I'm actually just going to go ahead and I'm going to veto condemn the wedding. No, you know what? I have faith in you. I have faith in you as my viewers and as my online friends that you are not going to condemn the wedding. I'm opening the vote right now. I'm going to let you vote while I mute the microphone and talk to my wife. I apologize for the microphone. Thank you so much for tagging me, Nix and Cap. I appreciate it. Voting is open on what to do about the creatures in the farm tunnels. We can A, abandon the fields to the crawlers, B, fill in the holes and continue farming, or C, send someone into the tunnels to investigate. There are 4 votes for sending someone into the tunnels so far. So, let's see. All right, we got 70% of the vote. I'm going to give it 5 more seconds. 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, and close the vote. All right. We're sending someone into the tunnels. Very well. Who will we send on this most unfortunate mission? Oh, boy. This is a serious matter. Send for a wizard, I think. Send messengers to search for a willing wizard, but you anticipate it will be some time before one is found. As you wait, more and more peasants go missing down the mysterious tunnels. Okay. There we go. End of season. We're going to be funding buildings now. I also do not like thinking of a chunky cow worm. Yeah, they are cow-sized worms. All right. Funding. A, for a cathedral that increases faith. B, for a monument that increases authority. C, for a cathedral that increases faith. D, for a monument that increases authority. E, for a fortress that increases military. And F, for a monument that increases authority. We're going to start the funding in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Remember, if you're new, exclamation point, fund, put the letter of what you wish to fund, and then a number of your own personal money you are putting into it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Funding is open for 30 seconds only. This one does not extend beyond the time limit. Only the top 2 buildings will be built. B is in the lead, followed by E. B and E. Breaking and entering. Winning the bidding right now. B and E staying strong. Looks like it's probably going to be the 2 of them. E remains in second place. 2, 1. Time's up. We are building a monument that increases authority and a fortress that increases military in the coastal patrician region. Okay. An island rises. Your Holiness, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen halfway between our shores and the Isle of Sol. Apparently the Finfolk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, Your Majesty. The Finfolk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Sol. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Solish hands. Huh. Okay. So our options are A. Send the Monarch to conduct secret negotiations with the Finfolk. B. The Monarch shall just attend the wedding as planned. D. We can't do C. D. Send the Monarch to seduce the Finfolk prince, sabotaging the wedding. I am going to veto simply attending the wedding as planned. I'm going to that island, and I'm either going to talk to a fish, or I'm going to fuck it. And which is up to you. Voting is open now. A, send me to go negotiate secretly with the Finfolk, or D, I'm fucking a fish. We've got 7 nobles. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's my viewers. That's my people right there. You get me. You got my back. That's enough. The voting. I'm calling it. The vote's in. Oh, boy. It's ironic, too, that everybody was dying. Vote D. D. D is for down bad for a fish. Capital idea. I have always found the Finn folk appealing. That is true. A silence falls over the council. The nobles glance at each other, adjusting their collars and blushing. Well, you're currently unattached, and you'd make a far better match for this Finfolk prince than the Archduke of some rainy little island. What's the harm? Very well! I'll seduce the sexy, sexy fish man! Oh, we all admire your sacrifice, Your Highness. Yes, indeed, my sacrifice. Preparations begin for your clandestine visit to one of the Finfolk's undersea villages. Your Chancellor has heard of magic reeds that allow the bearer to breathe underwater, but such a thing will take weeks to track down. At least that gives you time to prepare for your underwater visit and to buy some waterproof roses. A wizardly warning. Oh, holy shit. Your Highness, an update on your search for a wizard to deal with the crawler problem. A very small update, unfortunately. We received only a single reply from the wizard Gordius. He says to leave the Valgar alone if you know what's good for you, and to not contact him again about the issue. Shall I send a reply, Your Majesty? Thank him for the warning. I'm going to listen to the wizard. The Chancellor nods, then leaves the room. If a wizard can't magic you out of this one, you'll need another solution to these Valgar, and soon. Oh boy. Okay. Finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. This time I was prepared. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. Is it really that urgent? Of course, don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Any. We'll go any this time. We stand by king. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. What do you prefer? Men? Women? Either? Fish. I'm going to pretend you didn't just say that. That's probably for the best. End of season. Okay, so I think some people have achieved their goals. Yeah. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury is practically empty, and the monarch is struggling to fund their ambitions. We're perfectly placed to offer them a loan. So helpful of us. Indeed, these loan agreements will be as friendly as a bear trap, absolutely loaded with hidden catches in the small print. Now watch me work my magic. Good evening, noble patrician. What exactly is the purpose of this meeting? Well, I heard about the monarch's recent money troubles, and I thought we could both benefit. Just sign here and here. This agreement does seem fair. Very well, I'll sign. The monarch will be pleased. Good night, noble patrician, and may the ninth bless you. Treasury goes away the fuck up. The coast wealth decreases. See, easy as pie, but it's not enough to bankroll the monarch. The rest of the kingdom needs to be in debt to us as well. To advance their scheme, the patricians must have the highest trade of all regions in 4 seasons. Okay. Back in the south. Far to the south, a pair of grandees are conversing on the balcony of a hillside villa. One of them paces up and down, clearly agitated. It's absurd. The monarch is a fool and a weakling, yet the people love them. The kingdom is as stable as ever. No golden age lasts forever, my friend. The peasants are a fickle bunch. As Grandy, any 5000 II talks, they lie back, casually lowering another olive into their mouth. The Grandy's aim is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Okay. Still gunning for that, huh? I'm going to tax the patricians. I would like some money from you, please. And also to reduce your trade, if at all possible. Mother, I seduced a fishman for political purposes, and nothing else. Visiting the Finfolk. This game really knows what I want. The Finfolk send a stagecoach made from a giant clam pulled by seahorses. That's fucking awesome. You equip your magic breathing reed and hop inside. The clam carriage plunges back beneath the waves and you are whisked down into the murky depths. A few hours later, you arrive at an undersea citadel of kelp-woven huts. Their prince meets you at a grand table formed of knotted coral. Knotted? Okay. Tiny Finfolk spawnlings swim around your legs as you sit. Greetings, your majesty. We are honored to have such a prestigious visitor. Wow, this place is amazing. A whale passes overhead, momentarily dousing you in shadow. So you're here to discuss my betrothal to Archduke Shlomo, and the island I'm giving him as a dowry. May I ask, why do you have to give him a dowry? First of all, I must offer my congratulations. Whoops, I just dropped a big bag of pearls. Could you pick them up for me? This new island could cause a war between your future husband and I. More like fine folk, am I right? Awooga. Hey, Ari. Welcome back. Ari, you have joined the Northern Chiefs. Fine folk, am I right? Awooga is what I mean, Cap, I have to, right? But this is also ridiculous. Whoops, I just dropped a big bag of pearls. Could you pick them up for me? I gotta play the game. I can't awooga. Why do you have to give him a dowry? Bag of pearls. Ah, this just became a dating sim. Okay. Why do you have to give him a dowry? Well, it's a very small island. The Archduke assured me it wasn't worth very much. After all, you surface folk have so much land already. I have a feeling that seducing only happens on the Awooga route. Yeah, see, I kind of want to drop my pearls all sexy like. Fuck it, I'm doing it. This clumsy attempt at bribery is beneath both of us. I'll pretend it never happened. Oh, that's not what I was trying. I thought it was being sexy, not trying to bribe him. The island's worth a huge amount to us. Oh, really? How interesting. The Archduke told me differently. Please, just trust me. Why would I lie? Here we go. I'm sorry, but why should I trust you over my own betrothed? I barely know you. You've given me much to think about, but I must go with my heart. And my heart tells me I can trust the art. No! Awooga! Awooga! God damn it! Your clam coach spirits you back to the surface. I hear that the island is already sunk back beneath the waves. Did you successfully seduce the fishman? Alas, the opportunity never came up. Well, that's a shame, I suppose. You look more disappointed. I should have awooga'd! Chancellor listens intently as you describe your conversation with the fish folk. Most unfortunate, Your Majesty, it seems the wedding will go ahead after all. At least you tried. God damn it. The crawler problem on the coast. Many moons since we last heard from the villagers on noble patrician Starbit Mutineer's land. We must act before this crawler menace spreads to other regions. We must avoid antagonizing them at all costs. I will leave my estate to them with the council's aid. I would rather that than the alternative. Yet the crawlers would still run rampant, perhaps spreading elsewhere. Now is the time for action. Do nothing and see if the crawlers retreat on their own. I definitely don't want to fight. I'm fine with any of the others, really. All right, gonna start a vote on this. A. Pay noble patrician Nyx to host noble patrician Starbit Mutineer as they abandon the area. C. Evacuate everyone from the area, including the peasants. D. Do nothing and see if the crawlers retreat on their own. I don't know which one's the right option, but I'm opening up the vote now. You can vote A, to pay to have the noble removed. C, to evacuate everyone, including the peasants, so they're not in danger. D, do nothing and see if the crawlers retreat on their own. All right, we've got over half the votes in. Gonna give it a few more seconds. All right, we will evacuate everyone from the area, including the peasants. All those living near the tunnels are steadily relocated, including noble patrician Starbit Mutineer and their family. Farming is now sufficient. That's gone down. The trade is now opulent. Defiance is now loyal. Aw. The land is completely abandoned to the crawlers. After a while, it will surely fall into legend. Okay. Eligible options. I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. What if I don't want to marry any of them? That's a decision that can wait until after you've seen them, isn't it? Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged. Alright then, let's see the eligible candidates. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Marta. Marta, really? Alright. Firstborn heir of the Northern Areolan Light the Third clan. Handsome, aren't they? Oh, okay. Apparently they're also exceptionally well-mannered and agreeable for a Northerner. They keep the company of witch women and god speakers who have taught them mysterious secrets. People say they nurse a grudge, though. I can see the appeal, I suppose. From the coast, we have Aurelia, the wealthy heiress to noble patrician Starbit Mutineer's estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous, and apparently she's got a silver tongue, too. What'd that silver tongue do? Her interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. There was also a scandal recently where she was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it. I like the sound of her. It's true. And finally, from the south, Melkor, the eldest son of the Eni 5000, the second lineage. A formidable fellow. The southerners say that his heart is as cold as a northern winter. Like many in the south, he claims to put his faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns, and he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. Not bad, but what do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Going with Marta. I mean, what can I say? The heart wants what the heart wants. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at being a king and being political. It's just not true. It's just not something I'm good at. At least the North is loyal to me. That went very well in Game of Thrones, so I'm sure it'll be fine here. Ending the season. I can now choose a new law. I love Monarch's golden choice. Big fan. Yes. Okay. Uh-oh. A horrible haunting. During a meeting with the council nobles, a commotion erupts as noble patrician Starbit Mutineer lets out a piercing scream. By sea and storm, depths below, it's here, it's here! They faint away, falling to the ground with a crash. By the ninth god, someone fetch water. A servant runs for water and holds it to Starbit Mutineer's mouth. I thought it'd be safe from it here, but lamentably. When we built that fortress on my land, some manner of specter was disturbed, and it's made me its target. What's it doing exactly? Are we really entertaining this nonsense? I hear voices, your august majesty. Little pinpricks at the back of my mind. Just now I saw a horrid grey shape hanging over me, its face a rotting mask. We're too old for campfire tales, Starbit Mutineer. I beg you, your serene highness and gathered nobles, come to my aid. We must banish this wraith. I actually am going to give my golden choice to sending an inquisitor to exercise the site. That would be pretty dope. So voting is open. A, send an inquisitor to exercise the site. If you vote A, you get money, because I am personally funding that choice. B, research the land on which the fortress is built. Or C, ignore the situation, all will be fine. Again, if you vote A, you get money. Gonna give it a few more seconds. We're out of time, but not everybody has voted. Alright, well, we're a dead split, which means that I think I tie break, which means that we're gonna do what I want to do. 2 nobles voted to send an inquisitor to exercise the site. The High Inquisitor sends a team of her most pious agents to investigate. They report back swiftly. Yes! There was a spirit hanging around the fortress, Your Majesty. A powerful one, with a strong connection to Starbit Mutineer. But my Inquisitors can handle anything. They stayed awake for 3 days, performing a ritual with holy water and candles. The whole area is cleansed. Defiance is now loyal on the coast. The treasury is now 4,060! Starbit Mutineer sent you a nice gift as thanks. Apparently they're sleeping much better these days. Oh, that's so funny. I kind of thought that would boost faith. Oh well. An island wedding. My fishy boy. Your Highness, in a few days you'll be traveling to the Archduke of Saul's controversial weddings. Surely there's a way we could turn this to our advantage. We must forge an alliance with Saul. They have fast ships, and with this new island outpost, control over most of the Ghost Sea. Or you could publicly object to this blasphemous union of man and fish. I'm not going to do that. He's not a fish, he's a finfolk. Bah, same difference. This is a matter for the council, I believe. I am going to go ahead and... A, seek an alliance with Sal. B, publicly object to the union on religious grounds. I'm going to veto that one. So your options are A, seek an alliance, or C, just attend the wedding like a normal human being. Which I love their wording on this. Voting is open. Vote for A, seek an alliance, or C, just attend the wedding like a person. Just go to a wedding like a person does. I want an alliance, personally. So I would like to vote A, and I have no idea how any of this is going to affect any of the kingdom's statistics. So we'll all find out together. Rah. All right, time's up, and we have over 70% of the vote, so I will call it there, and I'm just attending the wedding like a normal human being. Here we go. Well, the council has spoken. Good luck, Your Majesty. Soon the time has come. You board a ship and sail to the newly risen land where the Archduke of Saul is due to marry his Finfolk groom. Lacking a spouse, you have chosen the Chancellor as your +1. Oh, I do love weddings, although I always end up in a flood of tears. At last, the new island crests the horizon. It's an empty little rock, devoid of vegetation, with no buildings except a marquee and a hastily constructed church of the Ninth. But it's packed with people, mostly minor nobles of Saul, who welcome you with cheers and bows. You file into the church. As the ceremony begins, the Finfolk prince walks down the aisle while the Archduke of Saul waits with clasped hands. Does anyone here know any lawful impediment to these two people being joined in marriage? I could object, which is hilarious. I'm not going to. Sit quietly. Then I now pronounce you married. That's that then. Time for a party. Everyone crowds into the marquee to get incredibly drunk. As you're making the rounds chatting and gobbling canapes, you find yourself face to face with the Archduke. Your Majesty, thank you for coming. A toast to my new husband and I. Congratulations. I can see you're very much in love. Well, yes, and the island dowry didn't hurt. Would you be interested in an alliance between Sal and my kingdom? Leave him to enjoy his wedding party. Would drop Defiance, but I don't know where it would drop Defiance. And it would give me some money. God, do I go for the alliance or not? Oh, I'm just gonna eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the sacrifice, $2 let him go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, my must set too big time, that's one. Oh, of course I'm not gonna tell him I tried to seduce his husband. Why do you gotta bring up somebody's exes at their wedding? That's just bad manners. I've got so much money. I'm gonna go for an alliance. It depends. What do you have to offer me? Gold? Military support. Increase defiance. My gratitude. Okay. Finest cuisine. Fuck it. Gold. I do like gold. Very well, an alliance is born. Now let's enjoy the party. You celebrate long into the night and wake with a thudding headache. When you arrive back at the capital, the council is furious that you didn't follow their advice. Yeah, that'll happen. We can't believe you would overturn the rule of the council. We specifically instructed you to just have a nice time. The new island proves to be immensely beneficial for Sal and for you, their new ally. The Archduke is happy to share his trade routes with your merchants. Very nice. Okay, and I have knocked Green off of their agenda. Sorry, Green. The Royal Wedding. Your wedding to Marta is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel across the realm, etc. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Marta at your side. Do you take this person as your lawfully wedded spouse? Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast a dance. Your new spouse Marta laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which they flatter you outrageously. See, this is what I'm talking about. I did foil Green's plans. By the time you find yourself alone with Marta, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. You dance beautifully, you know. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? Agree with them. You endure a long conversation in which Marta seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. Okay. By night's end, you still don't know who Marta really is. Their real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Will I never find love in this game that is not really a dating sim, but which makes me want to play a dating sim so that I can find true love in a video game? Northern sagas tell of Odheld's horn, once gifted to mortals by the honey-blooded prince himself, then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again until now. I have it. Odheld has spoken. Last night during the storm I beseeched the drunken vessel himself, and lo, did lightning strike the earth far to the north. That is where we will find the horn. You mean into the frozen wastes? Aye, of everyone muster their best warriors were headed into the domain of the ice giants. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Boy, howdy. Okay. Okay, I got a Tank Blues military. Yeah, okay. A new trend. Let's go with that. I could have found true love, but I decided to throw pearls at him instead of a woo-gang. I thought I was being cleverly sexy, and instead I was just trying to bribe him. Noble patrician Starbit mutineers here to see you, Your Majesty. They want to sell you a crab. Of course they do. It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. They've started keeping a species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. Apparently the creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Very well, send them in. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you, the crabs will only go up in value. Turn this fool away. Crabs, honestly, what is this kingdom coming to? I'm gonna regret not buying that fucking crab, aren't I? Fucking ridiculous. Avalanche. A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. The other nobles are under no obligation to help the north, but surely they will vote with compassion. Okay. just go ahead and veto financial aid because I don't really want to spend the money. And blue is already not defiant, so there you go. Voting is open. Voting, jeweled crabs are going to be like NFTs. Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and vote. B, instruct the Archbishop to lead a memorial for those lost. Or C, there is nothing to be done. Sorry, North. But see, last time I gave you financial aid after a natural disaster, your nobles all skimmed money. And I didn't like that very much. All right, we got enough votes. That's definitely a clear win. The Archbishop is leading a memorial for those who are lost. Unfortunately, the Archbishop decides to take the opportunity of the memorial to blame the disaster on the victims. Apparently, the ninth god has punished the North for their pagan ways. What a fucking dick. Can't even give thoughts and prayers. The chiefs are furious. Yeah, of course they are. Industries collapsing. Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest have arisen in the north. Businesses going bankrupt, mills shutting down. People are calling it a Great Depression because it's making everyone miserable. Aye, my investments have all gone up in smoke, and it's the same for all the other chiefs. We must find a way to lift the north out of poverty. Alright. I'm going to do Monarch's Golden Choice on A, which is to bail out the bankrupt businesses. That will increase wealth in the north. It will drain the kingdom's treasury. So, yeah. If you want money, vote for A. I like it. It's good. So A, bail out the bankrupt businesses. B, provide jobs digging ditches and building roads. C, mass unemployment, easy fix, turn them into soldiers. Or D, tell the peasants to stop buying so much turnip toast. Wow, the northern lords are voting against their own best interest. They could all get a shit ton of money and help their people and increase trade, but no. Remember, kids, vote for A if you want money, if you want your own personal money. Come on, Starbit Mutineer and any 5,000. If I can get one more vote for A, I will end the voting. Please. Anyone? Anyone? One more vote. You get extra money. You get 200 gold. No? Yes! You order the Treasury's vast gold reserves be devoted to this unprecedented crisis. Merchants stop frantically destroying their records. Industries open their doors once more. Across the north, the chiefs breathe a collective sigh of relief. Yes! Bribery indeed. Pork barrel politics. Okay, we end the season now. Maybe I'm pretty good at this king thing after all. Alright, we're funding buildings. A, for a grand bazaar and an increase of trade. B, for a monument that increases authority. C, for an aqueduct that increases farming in the southern Grandies. D, for a library that increases stability. E, for a grand bazaar that increases trade in the coastal patricians. And F, for a monument that increases authority. Funding is going to start in 10. Remember, this one is a strict time limit of 30 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start funding. Type !fund, the letter of your choice, and then the amount of money that you are going to put into it. A is currently winning. An increase of trade. B is in second place. An increase of trade in the frozen north and a monument for my authority. E for a grand bazaar for trade on the coastal patricians. And A still in second place. A in first place. Time's up. There we go. There it is. Buildings funded. Grand bazaar for trade in blue and grand bazaar for trade in green. Okay. Bankruptcy looms. Hate it. Hate it. Okay. The Long March North. Let's start there. Good evening, Your Majesty. Tell me, have you ever heard of Otheld's Horn? A northern legend, right? The Horn of Otheld is indeed a northern legend, a horn supposedly gifted to mortals before the Ninth's triumph during the Cursed Age. Get to the point. You must understand whether it is a creation of pagan spirit or not, the horn is real. My sources confirm it. Supposedly it has the power to destroy any fortification with a single toot. Great choice of words. The chiefs are searching for it in the frozen waste, having received a sign hinting at its location. You mean where the ice giants live? Precisely. We'll need to stop them before they retrieve it, if at all possible. They've been gathering troops for the expedition to the waste. We must act quickly or they could set off as soon as this winter. You hastily assemble the council to deal with the chiefs' military buildup. The chiefs, predictably, deny everything. Would you deny us our right to protect ourselves from the ice giants? Bah! Okay. I am going to veto allowing the chiefs to continue building up their forces. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to start the voting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can vote A to forbid the Northern Army from entering the frozen wastes. That is my top choice, and that will help keep Blue from winning this fucking game. And B, ban all public mention of Otheld's Horn. Ah, Blue is going for B. Anyone else want to vote for A? Forbid the Northern armies from entering the frozen wastes. My authority will take a hit. Oh, and Blue's defiance will go up. Any more voting? Boy, the Northern Chiefs are certainly united, aren't they? Any more votes? Any more votes for A? Come on, baby. If I can just get one more vote for A, I'll be a happy duck. Anybody? Okay, I'll call it. I'll take my loss on this one in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. All right. I'll accept the loss on that vote. All right. All public mention of Otheld's Horn is banned. Your ban helps slow the tide of warriors joining the expedition as word of the mythical horn is stifled. It will be some time before the chiefs can set out on their journey north, but the delay is not permanent. The chief's stat goal will not be evaluated for another 2 seasons. I'll take it. I am counting so slow. Bankruptcy looms? What? No. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where the hell did it all go? What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I'll take out a loan. My authority can stand the hit. They assure you that they maintain total independence from the Republic. The banker they send to take your signature has delicate hands and sharp teeth. He watches you put pen to paper, eyes glittering. You're making an excellent decision. You shall pay us back with 25% interest in 1 year. Great. Okay. Cool. Your heir. I'm very happy, thank you. Well, your happiness isn't important. You've done well. Someone young. My spouse and I will have a child together. Most excellent. Okay, ending the season. Sitting on a bench, meet to plot their latest scheme. Our profits are down. Companies being outcompeted by the damn grandees of all people. How could this happen? Patrician's aim is to have the highest trade. Okay. Who do I want to tax? Who's rich? I will tax the south. And we will end season. Alright, I'm going to throw this one to a vote real quick because I need to go use the restroom real fast. The crab bubble bursts. Bad news. A new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. They are NFTs. You were right. The entire kingdom will suffer financially with the exception of a few patricians. Starby Mutineer, the very one who started the crab craze, recently sold all their crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. These are NFTs. These are crab NFTs. Something must be done. You summon your council. Many, they're casting furious glances. Okay. Bail out. And a veto. This one. And I'm going to start the vote. Vote for B, let the coast suffer the full consequences of the crisis, or arrest the noble patrician Starbit Mutineer and confiscate their gold. Wouldn't it be nice to see somebody be punished for spreading NFTs? I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom. Okay. I love to see it. All right, I apologize, Starbit Mutineer. Here we go. All right, your soldiers storm Starbit Mutineer's opulent mansion, arresting them and confiscating their ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. Oh, boy. Patricians protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the monarch? Okay. What does that say? Northern outrage. I demand the Archbishop apologize for insulting us at the Avalanche Memorial the other month. We may worship different gods than the rest of you, but we're all citizens of the same kingdom. We deserve respect. Huh. Boy, I don't know what to throw on this one. I'm just going to open it up to a straight vote, because I honestly don't know the best choice. So you can vote for A, sack the Archbishop and replace him with one who will keep his mouth shut. B, order the Archbishop to apologize. C, stay silent on the matter. D, declare the Archbishop has the Monarch's full support, which would certainly piss off the North. Yeah, I'm fine with just leaving this to a straight-up open vote. Order the Archbishop to apologize. I'll try to get at least 70% of the vote. Yeah, good. Order the Archbishop to apologize. 60% chance of success. Here we go. Voting is closed. And after a little light blackmail from your spy master, the Archbishop apologizes for his thoughtless words. Nice. I succeeded on the challenge. The North defiance remains at 0. Faith on the coast is now irreverent. The faith is now dutiful. Faith goes down on the coast, and my authority is now imperious. The chiefs are satisfied, and the supreme power of monarch over church is firmly established. I dig it. An eerie feeling. I am most pleased with the new Grand Bazaar we built on my land, but the merchants believe the bazaar is cursed. They refuse to spend more than an hour under its roof. Why in the 7 hells do they believe that? Uh-oh, we got a rebellion starting. Nobody knows, they just say it gives them a creepy feeling. What should we do? Huh. Raise the bazaar to the ground, huh? Oh, shit. It's not really a good choice here, so I'm just going to open it up to another straight vote. A, have the High Inquisitor perform an exorcism. That has a 0% chance of success, but I don't know what failure means, so we can all find out together. B, paint puppies and clowns all over the bazaar to make it less creepy. Hilarious. If you guys vote for that, I'm going to be very happy. C, order the merchants to stop complaining, which I actually think is probably the best option, but I don't feel strongly enough about it to throw my weight behind it. And then D, raise the bazaar to the ground. Which would piss off the North tremendously. So, alright. What are we're playing with 7 nobles right now, right? Yeah. So 4 votes means we got a clear win. Paint puppies and clowns all over the bazaar to make it less creepy. There's nothing less scary than puppies and clowns, those honking, squeaking bringers of joy. Soon enough, the bazaar is covered in colorful images of giant, playful puppies and enormous, laughing clowns. The effect is a little more troubling than you'd hoped. By Morgana's cauldron, your greatness, this hasn't solved anything. The merchants are still avoiding my bazaar like the plague. We'll shut it down until this is sorted out. Trade is now struggling. Trade is now poor. Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, geez. The Grandees are on the verge of rebellion. That shit was funny. Unbeknownst to the rest of the kingdom, a great battle has just taken place in the frozen wastes. Chief Unfriendly Ghost staggers home to their clan hall, where Hala is waiting. It is done. The Ice Giants have been defeated at great cost. Behold, the Horn of Otheld. As they brandish the horn, the room goes silent. A crooked old ram's horn by the looks of it, but as big as a person's head and inlaid with gold and ancient runes of power. By each and every god, this horn has the power to collapse buildings, cause earthquakes, even destroy mountains. We must assemble the other chiefs at once to decide on how it will be used. Okay, Chiefs of the North. There are 3 of you, and you get to vote now. Arilas, Ariolin Light, and Unfriendly Ghost. Vote on whether you want A, lower others' farming, or B, lower authority. Choose your next goal for achieving your agenda. I'm gonna toot like crazy. Master Tutor. Let's get at least 1 vote in there. Okay, 2 out of 3 have voted. Lower authority. Okay. Da-ba-ba-ba. Your goal is now a bit too sneaky for my liking, but it'll get the job done. We best make sure that security is lax enough for us to sneak in. I'm sure we can convince the Monarch to relax a few restrictions here and there, for the good of the realm, of course. For the final stage, you must lower authority to 5 or less. That is your final stage. Oh boy. Alright. I will go for swing votes. So we got veto, golden choice, and swing votes. Okay. Continue to rebellion report. Grandees are on the verge of rebellion. Ah, no. Okay, a brand new harvester. What is this? Your Greatness, it seems the scholars and great thinkers of the coast have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain, as I understand it. They call it a wheat eater, and it's revolutionizing agriculture. It would be of great use to us in the north. Our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know. We'll not share the designs with the likes of you, Northern Leech. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Interesting. Force the patricians to distribute the design. Compensate the patricians for the invention and share it with the other regions. Leave the machines in the coast only. Halt the production of these machines. They're an affront to honest farmers everywhere. Oh boy. I don't have a dog in this fight. So I'll let you all vote for this openly. Y'all can make the patricians distribute the designs. Yeah, the North, you probably want to vote for A, because that's going to increase your farming tremendously. I think your fellow Grandy might be asleep as well. Commander Bubbles, I'm sorry about that. I don't think I can kick people from the game or anything like that. Yeah. I'll wait for 70% vote. So if 1 more person votes, we'll just call it. A. Force the patricians to distribute the designs of the harvesters. B. Compensate the patricians for the invention and share it. C. Leave the machines in the coast. Or D. Halt the production of the machines. They're an affront to honest farmers everywhere. There we go. The North is united. Force the patricians to distribute the designs. It's tyranny, I tell you. You're pushing innovation and shackling the free market. It won't like that. In fact, the market doesn't mind much. The machines go a long way to improving agriculture in other regions, making your kingdom more prosperous as a whole. Hey, I'm a good king, actually, maybe. Possibly. A curious discovery. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north. Yes, I remember. A tragedy. Apparently it uncovered an ancient stone door. We suspect it may be one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. So, I'm going to veto sending a group of renowned northern warriors to explore the ruins. Because we know what happens when we do that. So voting is open. B. Send a team of scholars from Quail University. Or C. Order the tomb shut back up. I think we should send a team of scholars and see what happens. Because last game, we saw what happened if we sent the Northern Warriors. So I would like to find out what happens if we send the scholars instead. And apparently that's not happening. We're shutting the tomb. Oh, boy. All right. This is the tomb of our ancestors, and we deserve to know what it's hiding. You're forbidding us from knowing our own heritage. They're now aloof. You suspect they're more concerned over the fact that the ruins could contain valuable treasure. Still, no point risking it. An honorable challenge. What's happening here? Your Highness, this lopsided churl has besmirched my honor. They claim that I am a cowardly cheat and that I did not earn my scars in battle. Which lopsided churl are you talking about? That honorless dog, Nyx of the patricians. Oh, Nyx. What was that about your scars? My scars are a symbol of my many duels. They are hard-earned badges of honor for any Grandy. I would duel them to regain my honor as any Grandy should, but noble patrician Nyx Belial will not accept without your express permission. Now hold on a minute, this is a matter of respect. We can't be dueling in Monarch Agrippa's throne room without due process. You're a coward, Nyx, and you may as well admit it now. A coward? That's rich coming from you. Surely you didn't earn those scars in a farming accident. Huh. I kind of want to increase my authority. But there's no reason to make the defiance worse than it already is. You may duel. Might be fun to watch. Nyx draws a rapier. They're dueling. They circle for a while before they step in. Nyx jumps backwards. A second strike comes straight after, but it's a feint. As Nyx moves to defend, Bubbles twists and diverts their attack. The sword strikes true, a little too true. Bubbles cuts a deep gash against Nyx's neck. Nyx collapses and the court breaks into bedlam. Wow, that's a lot of blood. They're dying. Bubbles killed them. Doctors rush in to try and save Nyx, but it's too late. Before long, the patricians are clamoring for reparations while the Grandies insist that a death is a known risk of dueling. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, I gotta put money on, you gotta let Cap off. Like, Nyx agreed to the duel. You don't agree to the duel if you can't, you know what I mean? So, A, sentence Bubbles to death because they killed someone in a duel. Again, I feel that's silly. B, order Bubbles to pay reparations, which again, I feel is silly. And then C, let Bubbles off because Nyx knew the risks when they, once again, agreed to a duel. I cannot stress that enough. No, that doesn't increase my authority. I think it's really dumb to sentence somebody to death because they killed someone in a duel that the other person agreed to. All right. We're letting them off. It is as they say, there can be no punishment for a duel between consenting participants. Oh, great. Now Green is a 9 rebellion. The patricians are indignant, vowing that justice will be served, even if they must do it themselves. You make it clear they are not to go behind your back, but they're not sure they listen. Oh boy. Okay, well, here we go. End season. Oh god. Have the highest trade, lower the kingdom's stability. Okay. Fighting to keep my throne. Lord. Green can now rebel. Yellow can no longer rebel. So if Green wants to start a rebellion, I think you're both actually still in chat if you want to give it a shot. A strange encounter. For the last few months, our new Grand Bazaar stood disused and forlorn overlooking the Great Chasm. I went to visit it a few days ago. The painted mural you commissioned has deteriorated. The puppies look like sad ghosts, and the clowns look frankly alarming. While I was there, I met a woman who'd set up camp in an alcove. She claimed to be doing research. From the look of her, I think she was a witch. Sounds like she might be able to help us. Or she's the cause of all this, your greatness. I couldn't say. I hurried out of there to avoid being turned into a frog. Witches are not to be taken lightly, your grace. We must consult the council. Okay, send a team of inquisitors after the witch, a proposition which has 0 chance of working. Ask the witch to help reclaim your grand bazaar, or let the witch carry on doing witchy things without interference. I'm not going to send a team of inquisitors after the witch and suffer only negative consequences, so I'm vetoing that one. So go ahead and open it up for votes. B, ask the witch to help you reclaim your grand bazaar, or C, just let the witch carry on doing witchy things without interference. I'm fine with either one of these. B would drop faith, except that Blue has no faith. So, hey, witchy lady, you want to help us reclaim our bazaar and increase trade, possibly? Yeah, 5 votes. Seems pretty open and shut on that one. I really miss having chat in here, so I'm gonna... Good Lord. Nope. Not what I intended. Oh, you're locked. That's why. Got it. Okay, we're going to have this over here because I think that's a little less important. And we've got our overlay back. Okay, we're asking the witch to help reclaim the Grand Bazaar. You would seek help from the witch. This kingdom grows more corrupt by the day. Faith can't go lower, so no negative consequence. The witch sends word that she would be happy to speak to the monarch, but she's terribly busy. She wants you to travel out to meet her. This is an outrageous demand, Your Highness. You can't accept, both because of the risks and because of the shame. I will ignore the witch entirely. You decide to let the witch carry on doing whatever it is that witches do. She can't make the abandoned Grand Bazaar any creepier, surely. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Alright. Your heir. Should I die? Request is, I've got a child. I ask my crown be handed down to, once again, my child. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. I've designated an heir. What is their name? Agrippa II, apparently. The gods are good. I'm sure little Agrippa II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Look at me, creating stability, maintaining my authority. After months of delay, Starbit mutineers finally due to stand trial for their crab-related marketing manipulation. You stand accused of perpetuating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I'm guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Thanks for the posture check, Nix. Yes, obviously. I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the monarch. So I broke a few laws. Is that a crime? Yes! Yes, of course! Of course it is. I will... I will increase my authority. Defiance is now treasonous. Authority is now iron-fisted. Most of the nobles agree that justice has been done, except for the patricians, of course. Please, Starbit Mutineer has young children. Who's supposed to pay for the upkeep of their villa? I don't really care about that. Yes, that is what crime is. Okay, we're funding buildings, people. A for a cathedral for more blue faith. B for a fortress for more blue military. C for a cathedral for more yellow faith. D for a fortress for more yellow military. E for an aqueduct for more green farming. And F for a monument for more authority. Funding is starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fund your buildings. Fund your buildings. B is in the lead. A fortress for some blue military. E in second place for more farming for green. B and E, breaking and entering. Remaining in first and second place. Here we go. Alright, time's up. We've got a fortress in blue and an aqueduct for green. Alright. Green is continually on the verge of rebellion. The threshold for rebellion is now 9, so that apparently increases as the game goes on. A risky wager. Hold on to your masks, hats, and other accessories, everyone. Grandy, any 5,000 is about to lose a huge amount of money. Okay. Pah, you're the one who'll lose it all. Your boat's nothing but a leaky little tub. Ha, your esteemed highness, do you hear this nonsense? What's all this? Oh, a game is afoot. Quite so. We've bet our life savings on a boat race around the coast, and I am sure to win the day. So sure, in fact, that I petitioned the council to officially sponsor my voyage. What kind of boat will you have? My best trireme. It's tiny, but that's the point. It'll nip around all those deadly reefs. They're talking rubbish, your holiness. My caravel will beat Starbit Mutineer's old boat. The 9th will bless my path. I mean... what the fuck? I'll go ahead and use swing voting for the first time. Let's try it. Who knows? Voting is open. A. Sponsor Starbit Mutineer. B. Sponsor any 5,000. C. Sponsor both nobles. D. Decline to support anyone. This is a very dumb vote. To decide who the crown is officially sponsoring in a boat race. This is... ridiculous. I guess I'm probably declining to support anyone. Sure. Yeah, you can change your votes at any time. We've got 7 people, so a vote of 4 votes is more than enough. Alright, I decline to support anyone. My authority goes down by 1. Green Defiance can't go higher. Oh, Yellow Defiance went up. Okay, I guess that was the worst option. I probably shouldn't have allowed that. Merchants and tourists flock to the starting town. Soon both boats embark on their journey. They look small and flimsy. What sort of... Your Serene Highness, I understand you elected not to sponsor, but surely you have a sense that one will outdo the other. Would you fancy a small wager? What sort of wager are we talking about? A mere trifle for you, I'm sure. Your wisdom is known by all, so naturally you'd have a great fortune. I'd love to. Then where shall you place your bet? Huh. Starbit Mutineer or any 5,000. I gotta go with Starbit Mutineer. A fascinating choice to sponsor neither but bet on the result. Perhaps that shows your true opinion, Oh, what the hell? Here we go. 1,000 gold. You return to the capital to await news of the race. Oh boy. Debt collection. Sorry, unfriendly ghost. Greetings, Your Majesty. I'm here on behalf of Salvant and Gaul to collect what we are owed. Delightful to see you. Of course, sir. Here you go. Oh boy. I have little money now. Your ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom is peaceful and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare to overthrow you for fear of revolution. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their scheme with schemes of your own. But the Chancellor has other ideas. Create a kingdom-wide spy network, stability in trade. Become beloved by the common folk, stability in farming. Farming, for sure. A wise decision. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses, but first you need some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall farming as much as you can, and of course there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Okay. So now I have another agenda. Great. I am going to... I know I might win just because everybody's passing out. My ability to stay up for days on end is paying off. The North is a little rich. I'm going to take some of your money. Sorry. Rebellion report. Yellow can rebel. Sorry, green can rebel. Blue and yellow cannot. Okay. Oh boy. Oh no. A portal opens. Your Highness, a portal is open on the site of your Grand Bazaar. My scouts report that a battalion of strange blue men in glass armor have marched out of it and set up camp. What should we do? The scouts also say these intruders are only 4 feet tall. Let's smash them quickly and teach them a lesson for trespassing. Do not judge based on size. Launch a surprise attack with a 40% success military, 40% chance of military success. Send a diplomatic envoy. Wait and see what they do. I'm not waiting and seeing what they do. Beyond that, vote away. A, launch a surprise attack with a 40% chance of military success, or B, send a diplomatic envoy. I'm fine with either one of these. If these are the fucking Knack McFeagle, I'm going to be very upset. I think a diplomatic envoy is the way to go. I'm willing to risk a military attack. Let's find out. We'll see. We'll find out together. Alright, 4 votes. That's a pretty clear win. Voting is closed. What to do about the small blue intruders who came through a portal. Small blue men don't speak any recognized language, but they gabble at your envoy with the tone of angry customers demanding to speak to the store owner. They show the envoy the image of a human woman, and it becomes clear they're looking for the witch. It seems she stole something from them. Haha. Offer them gold in exchange for their otherworldly secrets. They don't speak your language, but they like the shine of gold. In exchange, they give you a handheld device which perfectly predicts the next day's weather in big, easy-to-understand symbols. Farming is now abundant in the north. After several weeks of failed witch hunting, they pack up their tents and march back through the portal as quickly and quietly as they'd arrived. It closes behind them. Look at me being a king. Alright, an ambition beloved. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in a gale. I'm confident that we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches. Town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner. They gave me AccuWeather. Yes, so they gave you a phone. Can't we do things to actually help people? The nobles would never accept it. You need to secure your hold on power. Then you can pass whatever reforms you like. We're helped by the fact that the kingdom is harmonious. It's important that we keep it that way. And we must also keep something else in mind. A hungry peasant is never happy with their monarch. Luckily, the land is bountiful right now, Your Majesty. If the peasants remain comfortable and well-fed, we'll win their devotion for sure. Your goal is to raise the kingdom's overall stability and farming as much as you can. Dope. The tomb reopened. Your Majesty, do you remember a while ago when you ordered that the tomb we discovered on the mountain be shut back up and forgotten about? Yes, I believe so. Well, a low-born gang of cutthroats and looters managed to dig the door back up despite our efforts. They cracked open the tomb. Oh, ninth god, what happened? The looters marched back out of the tomb at the head of an army of magic warriors made from ice. Why can't we get away from the magic warriors made from ice? They'd taken over a nearby fortress and declared it an independent fiefdom called... Fiefdom? Fiefdom called Frostopia. This kind of defiance must be answered. We don't have long to decide on a response. What do you suggest? This treachery must be stamped out. Send a diplomatic envoy to the looters, send the Northern Army to wipe them out, or do nothing. I'm going to send the Northern Army. I'm going to give money to anybody who votes for the Northern Army to wipe them the fuck out. Go, baby, go. Kill those motherfuckers. A, send a diplomatic envoy. B, send the Northern Army to wipe them out. C, do nothing. Ice, ice, baby. Hopefully one option is, let it go, let it go. You're really gonna tank your own military? You bastards. Oh, you suck. You suck. Four nobles voted to do nothing. Oh no! The chiefs are furious at your lack of action that they fucking voted for. My hands are tied, apparently. They're too cowardly to venture far beyond their walls. They do raid the surrounding farms. They begin to grumble bitterly about the rogue fiefdom in their territory. You assholes! God, so annoyed at you right now. Tanking your own kingdom just to try and win the stupid game. Alright, end the season. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws. Oh, that's interesting. I like this better than swing votes for sure. Iron choice. Okay, here we go. Ugh. You people. Rumblings of change? What is that? Wait a minute, wait a minute. The council session starts like any other. You're supposed to be debating farming subsidies with Nyx and the other patricians, but the chiefs are nowhere to be seen. I suppose we should wait for them. Pah, they're probably drunk in a ditch. Please, your esteemed highness, let us begin without them. I doubt they will have anything useful to contribute anyway. You stand up to address your nobles. Just as you're about to call the council into session, there's a wobble. Not a little wobble. This entire building is shaking wobble. Earthquake. In the capital? Surely not, but then what? Before they can say anything more, there's another wobble. This time it's more violent and loud. The chandeliers jingle and shake madly. A crack in the masonry appears in a nearby column, then travels up all the way to the arched ceiling. The stone column splits, then starts to fall. Your Majesty, watch out. Those are load-bearing columns. Dive out of the way. Stand beneath the pillar? You sigh. This isn't how you imagined it would end, but you're not naive enough to think you've still got a chance. The chiefs are using the Horn of Otheld to bring down the palace. There's no way you survive this. You let the pillar fall on top of you. Everyone screams. Chiefs won. Dag nabbit, I totally forgot about that. Monarch Agrippa's dramatic demise passed into northern legend. Whenever a tyrant rises in the capital, the chiefs smirk and pray to Otheld. The patricians failed to turn the kingdom's debts against it, and the moment had passed. Ever practical, they set about collecting interest and hoarding wealth, waiting for the time to scheme once more. In a sun-dappled vineyard, Seraphim and Grandy, Annie 5000, opened a bottle of their finest vintage. Their schemes had amounted to nothing, but there's always next time. With their spectacular destruction of the palace, the chiefs quite literally squashed anyone who could claim the throne. Anyone except, of course, Hala, who was crowned atop a heap of rubble the very next day. But their reign is a story for another time. Ah! Northern lords, who only won because none of them fell asleep. 3 years, 0 months. Spouse Marta of the North. Successor Monarch Hala. Congratulations, you won. And I need to go the fuck to bed. I'm so tired. That was a blast. This game is awesome. I really, really love it. I had a real fun time. And the game is really well designed. The only thing that literally the only thing I saw about the game that was less than perfect, in terms of controls and everything like that, was a couple of typos that are extremely minor and can be fixed with 2 seconds of typing and not even coding. We should definitely do this again. I want to maybe make this a Monday night thing or something. I don't know exactly what, but I would love to do this again. Like, this was a blast. The clip of seducing a fish is fantastic. The North finally won the Game of Thrones. Ah, man. This is great. Okay, let's see if anybody else is streaming, because then I gotta go the hell to bed. I'm so goddamn tired. Boom. Do. Jack is streaming. Okay, we're gonna throw a raid over to Jack. Say hi to her for me. Her channel is intended for mature audiences, so be aware of that before you pop in. I am going the hell to bed. But thank you everybody who came. Hey, what's up, Tributary Sam? Oh my gosh, one of the devs of the game. I just started a raid, so I don't have time to actually talk to you. But that game was really, really fun. I and my friends have been playing a long-standing game that we never get to play, that we don't get to play very often, of The King's Dilemma, which I'm sure you're probably familiar with. This is scratching that same game itch in a big way. Really big fan. It was a lot of fun. I want to play this again in the future. It was great. Like, really, really enjoyable. And really scratched that same Legacy Kingdom game itch for me. Well done to you and the dev team. It was awesome. When Ria, who is a friend of mine, told me about it, I was very excited. Totally lived up to expectations. So, great job. My raid is about to go off automatically, so I'm going to throw the raid over. But again, great job. Thanks for the game. That was a lot of fun. All right. Peace out, everyone. Good night.
Helmet? Change my helmet. Oh, I can't because Ivy, come on. Fuck. Right. Oh. Get the fuck out of me. Hi, Logan. The raid? How was your stream? Still writing your book? I was just going. Fuck's sake. Ivy, enough! Running tonight, took a break, played a game of King Castle. Ooh.